definitely brings you back to when, for some reason, that was a starter stage.
I don't want to be reminded of that.
Wasn't Rockwall also a starter stage? All right, here we go. Game 1.
Game 1, Maypul Gaming. We already see dash attack coming out. And another dash attack.
Another dash
This is
attack.
the play-by-play commentary y'all deserve.
Yep. I think T. Richards is a little focused on one character in particular right now. Maypul is currently off stage. I'm going to make matters worse.
Let's all focus on Maypul.
Let's all talk about the Maypul on the screen. We have spotted the Maypul.
But in regards to how Bucket treats Maypul, they've been fighting me at some of the locals, and they tend to adopt a bit more passive style, trying to bait Maypul into doing something.
Okay.
So, see, already see a parry there.
Yep, there we go.
Got the kill.
Oh, and Zetterburn's about to follow up on Sylvanos. Okay, not quite. Oh. All right. I feel like this Zetterburn has been off stage this entire game so far.
That's what they want. Oh, no bite? No. But it's a really strong start for Red Team.
Yeah, pretty good so far. This Zetterburn's been maintaining their stock quite handedly while Bucket's kind of just been cleaning up. Yeah, there's another stock gone for blue team.
And Absa has the ability to just take those stocks. Though both of these characters can readily take stocks. Zetterburn's probably better at accumulating damage over time.
True.
But with the fire and the very heavy combos Zetterburn can pull out. Bagel was almost dead.
God.
In fact, Bagel is already at 1 stock. She's in danger.
Yeah, quite a big amount of danger there from for blue team. They're
gonna need to steal the stock from Bucket here soon.
Yeah, it's I'm noticing all of a sudden the Zetterburn isn't off stage and they're kind of tearing house. All right, gonna be sharing the stock there, but
I'm not sure if
this Sylvanos,
I totally agree.
Sylvanos can live for long, especially on Fire Capital, right?
I'm still not used to Rivals doubles dynamics where it's always better to take the stock because teams, combos, and Rivals are deadly.
Yeah. Okay.
Love the raw down strong at 173.
Not quite able to follow up with Maypul dash attack there.
Maypul dash attack's a bad move, don't worry.
All right, there we go. Zetterburn's second stock down, but you've definitely got a mountain to climb here. You're about to lose yourself. Goodbye.
Oh, no. It's time for edge guards.
Yep.
Oh, no.
And here comes Maypul. Okay, not quite finding the...
That was the autopilot kicking in.
Oh, that would have been nasty if you got that down air spike. That was not hitting.
Jubilo is looking for the Gatling. It's a pretty safe bet.
What?
Oh,
that was
special.
That was yeah, that was a hurt box extension in the half. You always got to be ready to attack as Maypul.
I love this character.
Like, if you're not ready to wall tech as Maypul, as soon as you press up E, it doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter how low you are, you always got to be ready to tech.
It's fundamental to the character. If you don't use all of your resources when you're off stage, that one mix-up you're missing is your opponent's going to cover it.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, we're sitting on the character select screen. Potentially thinking about some character swaps. I would not know of any other than Absa switching to Orcane, which I don't think you need to do that. I think the Absa was doing quite candidly, so...
Absolutely. I think right now, Red Team's lineup is pretty solid.
Yeah, as for Bagel, his friend, I don't know them to play it. Yeah, no
I don't think
switches
Bagel
from
plays
either
any of the characters.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I would... Maybe a Zetter. I don't know why I'm saying that, but it's just a vibe.
Has a Zetter.
Everyone has a Zetter. Just a vibe. But yeah.
Zetter wouldn't be a bad pick here because Zetter can kill Absa early.
Yeah, exactly. And might be a little bit easier to work with in doubles, you know?
I think the Maypul has to be really solid on this team comp, though, because although Sylvanos can just go in and put in its big hitboxes, Maypul really can...
I'm sorry.
Point.
I love round start on this stage because it really just makes you feel like you're playing like a Guilty Gear round start, you know, like where you're already in close slash range, and when you start out, like frame 1, Sylvanos can just press down tilt and hit you. It's so funny.
I can see this counter pick working. Maypul really likes the small stages, and Sylvanos has big hitboxes.
Yeah, I think
oh,
this is...
no! That wasn't
okay.
up strong. I know that wasn't up strong. No tether. No!
Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh, that
No.
up air almost got a double kill. Okay, not able to quite find that hit on that Absa there, but Maypul's definitely swinging right in, trying to get this Absa out of here. There we go.
All right, blue team doing work.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but now the Maypul's off stage. Very close to evening this up.
Very bad follow-up. I disagree.
Oh, okay. I'm watching this Maypul. I'm not sure how they're surviving. Meanwhile, the Sylv is also getting quite high in percent here.
For being one of the lightest characters in the game, Maypul can live a long time.
Yeah, especially if you're confident on your recoveries and you're getting those wall techs and mix-ups.
Oh no, Bagel! You gotta clean those up.
Yeah, that's gonna be both stocks from blue team going down there. But I think the advantage of the smaller stage here is that it's going to be a lot easier for blue team to find their stocks, right? Whereas compared to the Fire Capital game, red team was like very steadily getting their stocks. You know, the Absa was whittling them down. The Zetterburn was either getting large guarded or just exploding them.
But Bagel's taking full advantage of the smaller blast zones on this stage, and they're cleaning house.
Exactly.
Although it is even.
It is
so
even,
can't discount everybody yet.
Even is better than losing, which is what happened on Fire Capital. So,
do you know if this is best of 3 or best of 5?
I believe this is best of 3. Yeah, it says that on the top left on the overlay.
Wait a second. Sharkgirlthighs are dead.
Well, this is a tragic day indeed. And there goes woman number 2. All right, well, good games. You know, good performance, though. I think that Jubilo game definitely went a lot better for them. I think...
Oh, absolutely.
Just causing more of a situation in general with a smaller stage in doubles. It's always a good plan to go with.
Somebody just took a picture.
Someone just took a picture. I mean, I can think of many reasons to take a picture, honestly. Can you think of any?
Yes, I can.
I can think of one big one in particular.
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Anyway, who do we got next?
It looks like we have the Real Man and Bicycle, an MDVA powerhouse, and Healsgood and K-Date. Another Maypul. Well,
man.
K-Date's not a Maypul player now. I think they play Forsburn.
Okay, I am very excited for this for special reasons.
What you looking forward to?
Bicycle is someone who I was not expecting to see at this event. And I'm very, very happy to hear that he's here so that I can finally meet him in person. Bicycle is a very old school player for those who don't know. They were playing like back in like 2015 early access.
Oh, that is old.
And as a matter of fact, before I like really got good, Bicycle was the one who kind of like mentored me and taught me, hey, just so you know, it's probably a good idea that you should like try to get some damage out of your punish game, which I know crazy thought we were really bad in 2015, okay guys? But yeah, just the one that really got me on track and like kind of set the course for me, and then I made my first top 50 with Kragg, and things only went up from there. So it was Bicycle was one of the first people to really mentor me and you know, really get me good at this game, to say the least. So I'm very excited to see him here. So that's a bit more of a personal story for me, though. For most people, you're probably not super familiar with Bicycle. They are a Forsburn and an Orcane player. Again, very old school.
But we're seeing the Sylv.
I think Sylv is from Healsgood.
Oh.
Yeah. Sylv is the Healsgood there.
Oh. Oh no, there is the Forsburn. Got it.
Yep, we are going to see the Forsburn. I'm curious to see who KD8 is going to be playing. Well, I guess we'll find out later as we are restarting Rivals once again.
Controllers.
No one's surprise.
I love that we can support all controllers. However, Rivals, pick up the slack.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a Rivals bracket if you didn't have to restart Rivals every single set. You know, sometimes you can get away with turning the GameCube adapter on and off, but Yeah, other times not so much.
All right, I see P4 is on the board.
And they are now player 1. Let's see, I see 3 players. Can we get a 4th? See, that's the age-old question, especially if you're trying to mix and match controllers. It can be a hell of a time with rivals sometimes.
What kind of controllers do you think we're seeing right now?
That is a good question. I see
a GameCube
GameCube
controller.
for bicycle.
I see. I'm gonna guess an Xbox controller.
I think I saw Xbox controller on player 1. Yeah, that's for real, man. All right, well, they immediately went, okay, that's an Xbox button in player 4. So we got 2 Xbox, 1 GameCube.
All right.
Player 3 is still a mystery. They have not shown up.
Well, because it's a GameCube controller, it's probably taking up all the other slots.
Yeah, so this is what you do. In situations like this, what you do is, assuming that everyone else is like on like their own like Xbox or Switch Pro or whatever, you start the game with the GameCube adapter off, and then you let them fill in the slots, so they'll be like player 1, player 2, player 3, and then you turn the GameCube adapter on. And that way, only one of the GameCube adapter slots will actually work. Like only one of the ports will actually work. Yeah, excuse me. You'll have to figure out which one works. But then once you turn it on, it'll take up the last slot and it won't take up all 4.
You see, Sparks, there are 2 sides to this argument here. For one, I am glad I moved off the GameCube controller back in 2018. At the same time, if we all played GameCube controller, we wouldn't have this problem.
You know, I agree. Now, if only we could do something about these damn keyboards.
Make them buy hitboxes.
Honestly, that's the real strat, but unfortunately we can't.
You can't custom craft hitboxes for everybody.
Yeah,
I want one.
They're also quite expensive, so definitely an investment to get into for sure. Compared to a keyboard, which literally every single computer has.
I think the money I put into my own hitbox projects, I've gone over $70+ now. Which
70 plus is actually on the cheaper end, honestly.
It is. I'm looking for cases.
Okay.
Which I don't know whether to put the money into wood or to 3D print it.
All right. I saw them briefly going into game files there, which is
Is that Delfino Vin?
Oh man. Okay. We are deep in it now.
Oh man.
Man, did I mention that I cannot wait for this game to get an engine? Did I mention?
I'm ready for some Maypul gaming. I don't know about you.
Oh, man. So, yeah, stay put for now, guys. Don't you worry. Once things get rolling, and once players get everything working on the setup, it will be fine. I can promise. But starting out, when people are playing on the setup for the first time, they're figuring everything out for the first time. It's like, okay, well now we're just figuring out what to do, and yeah, it's always a thing with local rivals. But once they figure out what they're doing, it's like, okay, I know what to do to make this work, and then it usually goes a lot faster from here on out. So,
and Rivals in general is a pretty fast game. So
yeah.
Once you get all the preparation done, that's it.
Yeah, and then you're rolling.
I guarantee all the controller problems, if they were solved, Rivals would take a day.
Pretty much.
Every event.
And what I can give credit to, the community. A lot of the community knows how to put up with Rivals as crap. And they're used to it. They already know. It's like, okay, controllers aren't working. Let me go into this Steam settings right here. Okay, turn on big picture mode. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, we get a lot of practice.
Controller settings. Turn off the Xbox.
Every single day.
Yep. We're very used to it. Like the people that have been to locals more than a couple times, we already know.
One must imagine Rivals players happy.
Yep, so it's pretty rare that we'll ever run into issues that we're not familiar with. I say that I did have one of those issues today, where one of the setups here was trying to connect to another computer and it wouldn't launch Rivals because of that. And that I had never seen before. That caught me off guard. That's like the first time I've been caught off guard by something in Rivals in like years.
I'd love to continue that conversation, but it looks like all the controller problems have been solved. It's time for some gaming.
Finally. All right. I get to stop talking about random stuff.
So
okay.
we got Zetterburn, Orcane versus Disjoint City.
Okay. So Bicycle ended up going Orcane after all. We did see the Forsburn earlier, but changed his mind. We're seeing the Bork. I mean, Orcane, honestly, one of the most solid doubles characters in the game, I think. There's really nothing that can go wrong with a character that can just scrap. And then you combine that with just the general stage control you get from bubbles, and you can just, like, keep people off stage and keep them out of the equation for eternity.
Exactly.
Very, very solid doubles character.
I think Orcane and Maypul actually fulfill very similar roles in doubles.
I think someone did not have their controls set up properly. Yeah, it looks like Bicycle's going into their controls here. Yep.
At least that was the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Not something else.
Not something else. Yeah, this is why we always go into playtest, folks. All right, looks like we're good.
Which I'm very thankful we have, by the way, and really hope we have in Rivals too.
Yes, I would be shocked if we didn't. I think that's one of their best features. I think they know it's one of their best features. All right, here we go.
We're seeing another Fire Capital start. I think Syl likes this stage.
Yeah, I mean, there's the sheer survivability you get. Honestly, I'm shocked that Red Team would let them even go here, because you have a Zetterburn and an Orcane. This team wants to scrap.
Although both these characters don't care what percent you're at very much, because they can just kill off Orcane up air, Orcane up strong.
That's fair.
Zetterburn strong attacks.
Yeah, I do think the kills will be coming in no problem, but I think in terms of forcing a situation, a Clairen and a Sylvanos is going to have so much more room to work with. And I think that's definitely going to be an interesting hurdle to come over. We'll see how it happens. The dash
from
attack
the real man.
That was actually kind of nuts. All right.
We saw the pedal wave come out. That's going to be really hard to keep track of. That's the thing about doubles too, right? Is the mental stack gets filled with so many things that you can get away with stuff you can't normally get away with.
No, absolutely. Like, nobody's gonna know how to DI in doubles, right? Like,
case in point.
Like, nobody's gonna be expecting to get hit because there are 3 characters on the screen and it's already hard enough to DI in singles. Like, come on. Be reasonable here.
What do you think of the removal of Drift DI in Rivals 2?
It's gonna be weird. I'm reserving judgment because I don't know how combos work yet, just in general. Like, I'm assuming the DI system as a whole is just gonna be way different, so we'll see how it goes. I trust the devs to make it fine. Okay. We got to see some work.
Up B in the middle of the stage?
Ooh.
I love it.
Yeah, and Bicycle's been putting on a hurt right now on this Sylvanos.
I didn't even notice, but both the blue team members on their last stock.
Yeah.
I need to pay more attention. Maple's not on screen, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this don't have anything to fixate on. Yeah, unfortunately, despite the larger stage, Red Team hasn't been swayed, but that Zetterburn is losing their last stock. They are going to share stock, so Bicycle's definitely need to be playing a lot more passive here. But as long as we can sail out the Sylv stock, yeah, there we go.
Real man gets his confirm, and Sylv is dead.
Okay, not able to quite find that team combo on that Clairen there. I mean, this is doable. If you can get this Orcane out of the situation, this is a lot more manageable, but you got to make sure you're not getting... Yeah, now you're off stage as Clairen.
Nope, okay. Wanted to slide off there.
Yeah, it didn't really have a whole lot of room to go there.
I really appreciate the gusto Kate had going for that.
Yeah. I think it was doomed as soon as you had the high up B to begin with. I think you probably needed to go for something else there. But I respect the early up B too. It's just hard to get away from in doubles. That's the real answer, is when you've got 2 people covering you, it's like, how do you get back? So, rough spot for sure. But that was definitely doable. I think it just took a little bit more adjustment.
We're seeing some Aramata bans against the Sylv team.
Yeah, that's
interesting.
And
CakeAssault has switched to Forsburn.
Ooh, okay. I like the adjustment. I think being
and
able
a good stage to cover that off matchup. Forsburn can take good advantage of this wide platform while providing Sylv to do stuff.
Yeah, and I think Forsburn's going to be able to fight back a little more than Clairen can. You know, you got a lot better buttons for hitting people right on top of you, which is definitely where Orcane and Zetterburn want to be. So.
While having the disjointed Clairen. It's almost like Forsburn's a good character.
Yeah, that would be something, wouldn't it?
I think it's debatable.
Yeah, Healsgood has not had the easiest time surviving so far, but there goes Bork. Real Man also taking out the Forsburn in the meantime.
I don't like that bear. I don't like how the bear hit Sylv's disjoint.
Ooh, okay, there comes that down smash.
That's a dead Zetterburn.
Yep. Evening it up pretty good for blue team here. They're definitely going to need something here to put themselves ahead of the red team here. I want to see more team combos coming out from the blue team. It feels like they've just been getting pressured so much that they've never got the opportunity to.
Yeah, but with that in mind, red team's team combos have been pristine.
Yeah, they've been putting on a hurt so far. Like
you can notice they're sandwiching them in between them. So hitboxes hit toward each other, and the natural combo progression and
stocks are flying this game.
Orcane down strong.
Yep. I mean, already the blue teams are down to their last stocks, and one Orcane stock away, and that'll be a red team on their last stocks as well.
They're really taking Sylvanos out of the equation by keeping him off stage.
They really are. Yeah, Bicycle especially has been doing a great job just smothering Healsgood and making sure that that they don't really have much of a chance to do anything. Which fair. I think if I were an Orcane, I would want to fight the Sylvanos over the Forsburn. So.
Oh, no follow-up. Oh, they were scared of killing Sylv.
Oh, okay, there goes Sylv. There goes Sylv. Now your Forsburn off stage.
We got some good character fumes coming out, but couldn't save them.
Yeah, I think wanted to recover into smoke there, but the Zetterburn just cleared it out. And that's going to be a very convincing 2-0 from Real Man and Bicycle. Very well done from them. They're going to be moving on. Again, I shared my personal story earlier, but I'm a little biased there. I'm happy to see Bicycle moving on there because I'm definitely rooting for him. Yep. So, good stuff.
Can't wait to see what this team does next.
But for now, still got more doubles ahead of us.
Indeed.
Ooh, okay. Now we're getting into some juicy teams. We've got what I'm assuming can be one of the top seeds of this tournament. We've got Bagel and Zeebee.
And we got a wild card team with Tailsep and Starboss. Don't think I forgot.
Yep, so Starb, very, very good player. Been a bit more low-key as of late. Not nearly as active as they once were, but very, very strong. Whenever they show up, they always do very well. Tailsep, on the other hand, might be one of the wildest players I've ever seen. In terms of like just what they can do to a tournament. They can go from anywhere from beating Zeebee in brackets to losing to players I've literally never heard of. So you've got all kinds of spectrum here when it comes to Tailsep. You never know what to expect.
I think what we are going to see, though, is the Raster.
And Raster's a scary character to play in doubles. It's kind of a similar effect to Maypul in that you're very light. At the very least, you don't have to worry as much about managing your tethers as much. There's not quite as much to think about, but...
No, Raster is that type of character where he gets his hits in, he kills you, and then dies early. Very similar to how he performs in singles, but he performs... The bird swoops in and takes the prey when you least expect it.
Yep. But then when you have two preys to swoop in on, and one of them can fight back at the bird, that makes it a little harder for the bird to do his job, you know?
But consider the Skra.
The Skra?
The Skra.
I don't think doesn't the one person get scrawled and then the other person just...
Not if you scrub both at the same time.
Okay. Sure.
I'm referring to the mental stack here. Going back to the point earlier where you can do things you can't normally do in singles in doubles because people aren't keeping track of what everyone's doing.
That's fair.
Especially Raster, who has Slipstream, making him the fastest grounded character in the game. Being able to come in really quickly and scroll.
Very true. Very, very true. Yeah, I never know what to expect from Rasters in double. I do know that having a team of 2 Rasters is actually really, really good. I've seen Matty Ice and Blue make that work back in the day because they just when you throw a Slipstream, any Raster gets a speed boost from it, right? So if your teammate is a Raster, you're giving a speed boost for you and your teammate. And then you can cover multiple lanes with Slipstreams as well, which makes it even better because then you have even more space where both Rasters have a speed boost. It's actually really good. There's a whole patch to fix that in singles, you know.
We don't need 2 Rasters. Well, we don't need one Raster taking advantage of both the ground and the platform level.
Yep.
But
then in doubles, just have 2 Slipstreams.
You killed 2 stones with 2 birds.
Yep.
Or is that 4 stones with 2 birds?
So yeah, double Raster, significantly better than single Raster in doubles, I'd say. I think that's definitely the best way to play Raster in doubles. But you can make him work in other teams. It's just a little bit more of an execution requirement, I'd say, and a lot more susceptibility to just losing your stock at like 20.
Do you think we're going to see either the Zetterburn or the Etalus from Bagel?
That's a good question. I know Bagel has mixed opinions about Etalus in doubles. I wouldn't be shocked to see the Zetter, but I also wouldn't be shocked to see the Etalus. I'm not sure.
I think it depends on what Zeebee's playing.
Yeah, I'm more curious about Zeebee's pick. I will say I did see these 2 team up at One Day War. They did win the doubles bracket at One Day War, and they won it going Etalus Mollo, which was a very wild team, I gotta say. They hit some pretty nasty combos with that team comp. I don't know what that tag says. What is that? What does that mean? Huh? I'm sorry, we're talking about things the stream can't even see right now.
That's Zeebee's tag.
Yeah, I guess that's Zeebee's tag. No, yeah, I'm hoping. I'm hoping Zeebee isn't rocking the Bagel tag. All right, I'm really hoping that Zeebee just doesn't make his tag Bagel.
And also make their tags Bagel. Which one is which? Oh, that is Tailsep.
Oh, okay.
I'm
so that's
silly.
Tailsep's tag. All right. That makes a little more sense. Maybe. I still don't know what the heck that Forsburn means. I don't even know if Tailsep knows. That doesn't seem like a thing that people know. It just happens.
He knows. It probably holds a special meaning to him.
I mean, maybe it holds a special meaning, but I could also understand if it's like, yeah, the demons just took hold of me one day, and this is how it came out. And this is what my tag is now. Oh, man. But either way, yeah, we are going to be restarting Rivals because it is Rivals of Aether. You can't have Rivals without restarting Rivals. And now we have no game audio because there's a PS4 controller plugged in. Give it up for Bagel's PS4 controller. Ruining the stream audio for everyone. Let's go. And now you're going to have to restart Rivals again because Rivals has no way to switch which audio is your default audio device. Have I mentioned that I cannot wait for this game to get an engine? I seriously cannot wait. Oh, man.
I have seen a few games have that problem where they can't switch the audio device. Just something for devs to keep in mind.
Disable Steam input? I don't think that's what you guys are supposed to be doing. I'm looking at those controller settings and I'm like, that's going to break the game. I can already tell just by looking at it. If I weren't commentating right now, I would run up there and I would try to fix it myself. All right. We'll see. I'm not expecting him to get in with those controller settings. I can already tell it's wrong.
Someone's going to press in on the the right stick and open the keyboard during the game, and it's going to be spooky.
Yeah, I'm seeing 2 controllers move around and 2 controllers not, which I'm assuming means we're going to have to restart Rivals, or we're going to have to exit Rivals, and then we're going to have to go back to those controller settings that are wrong.
I can't wait till the hard restart of the computer.
Yep. Oh, man. I mean, usually it doesn't have to get that extreme, but sometimes.
I don't know.
You never know. You can never take anything for granted. Oh, man. Anyway, yeah, we are waiting with technical difficulties. I don't remember. I know Bagel is PS4. Zeebee is GameCube. I think Starbucks is Xbox?
Tailstep has a wacky third-party Nintendo Switch control.
Oh, man, we've got all kinds of the spectrum here. All right, this is a real test of your Rivals controller knowledge. Please open up the controller settings. I am begging you guys. Like, I know how to fix this. I'm so tempted to just run over and fix it right now. Like, God forbid, if I had permission, I would do it.
We got Jen up there helping him out.
Mm-hmm. They restarted the game again. If their controllers aren't working now, I'm actually going to run up there and help.
It's okay. I'll hold the fort down.
You hold the fort down?
Me and my
I can trust you to do that?
co-hosts. You can trust your co-host.
Like like I know I'm supposed to be a commentator right now. I'm not even supposed to be a TO, but like
you're
the TO
also a Rivals player.
Yeah,
with
I'm also a Rivals
experience knowledge.
Okay, well that's fair, but like I'm also like my TO brain is just kicking in. It's like, please, for the love of God, I can fix this. I know how to do this. Let me fix it right now. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm very curious what they're saying right now. Okay, I'm actually running up there.
I'll hold the fort down. All right, gamers. It's just you and me and Rivals of Aether. We're here at Hitfall. Pretty nice venue. Nice Xanadu room here. Rivals players all over the country have gathered here for an RCS event. I'm pulling up Twitch chat. Hang on. All right, gamers. Let's see what the comments say. Man, how many cooks is too many cooks? I don't know. I can ask the cook over there. This is a catered event from what it looks like. I can't tell. 7 is definitely too many cooks. Slime, what can you tell me about Final Fantasy XIV? Hello, Nicola. I am T. Richard of Big Richard Gaming. And you have me for the next 3 hours, 2 hours. All right, take 4. Let's see. No, I only see 2 people again. Have I mentioned that Rivals 2 is coming out in 2024? I don't know when, but it's coming. No, Slime, I haven't heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. Does it have an expanded free trial from which you can play through the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 60? And you're telling me that there's no restrictions on playtime until level 60? Okay, that's a little too much. Who's using a wireless controller?
All right, I'm back with bad news. I did everything I could.
It's okay.
The TLDR, it's not my fault, actually. I was correct in the fact that their Steam controller settings were very wrong, and also they didn't launch the game in big picture mode, which is a big mistake. But the thing that I can't fix is that Starbucks' controller just does not connect to this PC setup whatsoever.
What controller does he use?
It's an Xbox controller. That's the weird part.
Is he using it wirelessly?
No. Nope. He's trying to connect it via cord. It is not connecting whatsoever, and it's not even showing up as a recognized device on the computer.
Do you want me to go see if he wants mine?
I mean, you could, but I think for now they're just going to try and play that set off stream. So unfortunately, we are not going to be able to see those teams. Does suck. I was looking forward to seeing it, but we've got plenty of other doubles action here for you.
That was going to be a fire set.
It was going to be a fire set. I'm sure it will be a fire set. You just won't be able to watch it. Womp womp.
I'm sure MSP will get on Twitter and stream it.
Yeah, at some point. Anyway, Love Rivals. Can't wait for this game to get an engine. Did I mention that, by the way?
I just mentioned it a few minutes ago, by matter of fact.
Oh, man. It's going to be great.
Let's see.
All right. So I'm sure people are shuffling around right now. That was definitely the set that was planned to be on screen.
I'm waiting to see what they have before I bring this out.
Yep. We'll see. We'll see where it goes from here. Because
Oh no! It was already visible on camera. I'm very sorry. I'm just a little silly. Hello.
Hello. How are you today, Slowpoke?
I'm doing okay.
All right, very good.
I need to move his arms. The worst thing about this is that the arms are so far apart. And although I can do this,
oh, that's like a...
my hand is like this, so I have to open it down this way, and I can't move the mouth properly. But I can give him hands.
Uh-huh. How far apart do your, like... you have, like, the pinky on one side and then the thumb on the other?
Yes.
That feels like you're doing, like, a piano octave, like, just to spread your fingers out that far.
Well, I did play piano.
Okay, well,
fair. And I am a violinist, but this isn't the right hand.
Uh-huh.
It's this hand.
Well, fair enough, then. Oh, man. We're just not going to acknowledge any of the other friends here. They just show up when they want.
We got a few more coming up soon.
We've got a long time to do it. Because I'm pretty sure we're commentating all of doubles today. So
yep.
We're in here for the long haul.
I have never commentated this long before.
Nope, I don't think I have either. So this will be interesting. Definitely make sure we're saving our voice. Okay.
We've got Akashi Giga versus the Real Man and Bicycle.
Okay. All right. So we get to see Bicycle back in action, but they have a test ahead of them. Akashi and Giga is a static double dragon team. Those two have played in many a bracket before. And they both have made quite a name for themselves, both in doubles and in singles. So,
I mean, these are two cool dudes doing cool things.
This will be very exciting to see.
I'm going to have to hone into my MTVA bias. I'm a very biased commentator.
Fair enough. I'm going to assume that also means we're going to be seeing the Hodan from Giga, because I'm pretty sure he plays mostly Hodan in doubles. Hodan in doubles, of course, very effective. Because as it turns out, your immobility doesn't really matter as much when you're really only needed to get across like half the stage to go hit someone. So,
I almost think it's like Kragg Absa team in that regard.
Very similar, right? Very similar.
Except Hodan can threaten to cross the entire vertical plane.
Yeah, you trade the survivability that Kragg has in favor of more kill power, as Hodan.
Well, sure. But Hodan has a lot of survivability in his own right.
He does, but you also don't have stuff like Pillar to save your teammates.
That is true.
That's a big factor. Like, Kragg not only adds your own survivability, it adds survivability to
Do you really need Pillar
to
save Absa, though? And Hodan is as heavy as Kragg. This funky monkey is a big boy.
He is a big boy. But it's notable for Kragg. I'm trying to point out the differences here, okay? Listen, just let me do my job. I can do this, all right? Look, Hodan does not survive as well as Kragg, but what Hodan does have is a lot more kill power. Because you've got stuff like your charge forward air, your charge up B, make it for very powerful aerial kill confirms, which are nice to have in doubles. Because a lot of your team combos are going to be in the air, right? So that's very strong.
I think we're going to see Towel up air into Absa up air.
Yes, Hodan up air in doubles is crazy.
Like, it was already a crazy move. But now, we got a kill move at the very end of it.
It's very funny. If you have two Hodans in doubles and you have them right next to each other and you have them, you can actually just do an up air infinite. Just do it back and forth. Like over and over. Me and Seko have done it multiple times in doubles.
That sounds like a workshop combo.
It's horrendous. There's actually no escaping it. Like it's actually just an infinite. If you're stuck in the up air blunder and your teammate isn't there to get you out, you're stuck. There's no escape. You can't get out. Very funny. But either way, yeah, Hodan in doubles is quite potent. Very good doubles character. And it also turns out that he's when you have hitboxes as big as Hodan, it's so hard to avoid them in doubles. Like, you are going to get hit by this monkey.
Hodan's going to hit somebody, even the teammate.
Yeah. Like, Hodan is going to be hitting people. It's not something you can avoid. It's not something you can really play around. You are going to get hit. You are going to take the monkey's fist, and it's going to hurt a lot. So, very funny doubles character.
You're going to see more controller issues? No. No.
Bless. I mean, we have the keyboard out, so, you know, that's part of it. And Akashi plays on GameCube. Keyboard plus GameCube is a dangerous combo. And I think Real Man and Bicycle both play on Xbox. Or no, Bicycle's also GameCube. We remember this from last time. Oh boy.
I think it's time to bring out the third one.
Is it time to bring out the third one? Oh, that's a surprise tool for later.
I think he won't fall.
I believe. Unless we start, like, popping off. then it might fall. But if we stay perfectly still, I think it'll work.
I think it'll work just fine. It's not obstructing the view of anything.
No. You guys are ready for it. All right, yeah, here we go.
I pulled these out at one of the latest extra credits, which is also a tournament held here at Xanadu on Sundays.
Woohoo!
If you are in the MTV area, come to extra credit. We do other things too.
We do other things too. That's awesome to see. I'm so glad to see Rivals locals in general just making a resurgence.
MTVA is really popping off lately. Like, you got a very consistent group of local MDVA players that are making it to the Maryland locals, that are making it to the Northern Virginia locals.
Yeah, I mean, give some shout-outs right now. We're at Hitfall, baby.
We got Run It Back in Northern Virginia. We got Extra Credit. We got stuff at University of Mary Washington. At least I think we do. I don't know.
I think we do, maybe. Yeah, and drop some of your player names. Like, shout out some of your homies.
Well, obviously the real man is up there. Bucketfullabiscuits is also here today. Enemy's running the tournament.
Enemy is, in fact, running the tournament.
Love him. He's a cool dude. Let's see. Mildly Mild is also here. I don't see him very much anymore. I'll have to talk to him later.
Starbos is here.
Sharpwa is very much here. It's too bad we couldn't see him on stream.
Yeah. Bit of a shame.
But we got all 4 characters on screen. Is it time for gaming?
I think it might finally
Give me some gamings in the chat if you're ready for some gaming.
I'm absolutely ready for some gaming. And it looks like we are seeing the Hodan Absa with the Orcane and the Zetterburn.
I love this Absa skin so much.
The Halloween one?
Uh-huh.
It's pretty good.
It should be global. Need to have it all the way.
I don't know. I will say I think the dark gray and the green is a bit of a clash, but otherwise I like it.
Well, the green represents that spooky energy.
It is spooky. I do agree with that. I don't know. But either way, I'm very curious to see what stages we end up going to here. I did see earlier that Real Man and Bicycle were okay going to Fire Capital. They actually banned that. Okay, I was thinking maybe that could be a possible option for Red Team there, but I guess they want to scrap. By all means. I mean, obviously the monkey wants to scrap, right? But,
the monkey loves to scrap. He lives for the bananas. He's 50% muscle, 50% potassium.
Compare that to Absa in doubles, though. Absa is very much a type of character in doubles that kind of just kites around everyone, you know?
It's time to get started.
Yep.
Moving on to Treetop Lodge with the special doubles variant. You don't see this unless doubles is turned on.
Or you're playing a free-for-all. You can see this in a free-for-all. Pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I love Rivals free-for-alls.
Yeah, because so many people have played them, ever.
Hey, Rivals is a really fun casual game. Did I mention we had Steam Workshop support for like, how many years now? That was like 2018, right?
Yeah. God, yeah.
Yeah, we're old.
It's been a while. No, I think it was 2019. I think it was 2019. I don't think it was that old.
Yeah, you can see everybody's custom character creations in the workshop, and you got some quality characters that you were able to see it today at Hitfall and tomorrow during Top 6 or Top 8.
And even some quality characters that were so good, they made their way to the base game with a few tweaks.
Such as Hodan, the sweating monkey.
Which, honestly, I'm genuinely still so happy about that. Now that it's been a couple of years and they've really started to settle in, I think...
No, Hodan's absolutely the best inclusion out of the workshop. I like Palm at a close second, but Hodan is funky.
I think my favorite part of any new character, though, is just seeing the new, like, players and play styles you get from it, because at the end of the day...
Oh, do you see Banana Man coming in with the monkey flip up special?
Like
Giga Bowser
at the end of the day, everyone plays fighting games in their own way, right? And more characters means more ways for players to express themselves. And you have players like Giga here who are just able to pop off of some of the craziest monkey combos you've ever seen. And alternatively, you have a player like Plushie, who, sure, they were around when before Hodan came out, but once Hodan did come out, you know, she really came into her own as a prominent monkey player. And I can name so many players that really came into their own after the workshop characters came out. You know, you've got Kib on their Palm, or you got a Teosk on their Olympia. So many examples. Meanwhile, I was kind of just going off on my own there. Red team showing why they're a really strong doubles team. Just keeping the consistent hurt on. Giga, you know, always causing problems while Akashi is just there to back him up.
That was just a really solid game.
Yeah, just a very, very solid treetop game.
We're going to see some excuse me. We're going to need to see some decent adaptations from Bicycle and the Real Man if we're going to see a game 3 in this set. There was a lot of ease in that sentence.
For sure. Cause see, and this is the hard part when you think about trying to take down the red teams. Like, do you try to take down the monkey who is causing a ruckus and just hitting everyone around and makes it very obnoxious to try to even get at them? Or do you try to go for the Absa who's darting around everywhere and just being an absolute nuisance to try to get in on in the first place?
The mark of a good doubles team is that you don't care about one player having 3 stocks and one player having 3 stocks. This is a team with 6 stocks. There are 99 dead baboons flying around my living room, such as Hodan on the screen right now.
In a perfect world, but currently, okay. Actually, I'll give some credit here. Red team's definitely in a bit more of a pickle here. But, okay, Zetterburn does make it back at stage. Just keeping an eye out for who loses their first stock. It is going to be blue team. And that Zetterburn's very close to losing theirs, but going to try and pressure this Absa off stage while the Orcane tries to down smash this monkey. There's so much happening in doubles. It's so hard to commentate. Oh my god. Anyway.
Play-by-play's hard, but Real Man lives.
Not
and now
anymore.
He's dead.
But the Absa is gone. This monkey will
and the
follow.
Monkey is dead.
You can always count an Orcane down smash, baby.
Oh, I really liked the setup that Giga did there, where it was close Sweat Whirl into empowered up B, and he was completely actionable after that. It's these optimizations that happen with Hodan over time that make me really love this character.
Absolutely. And I do find it funny that you have those moments of optimization and then the moments of, all right, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to up B. Another down smash coming out. Okay. Blue team going to keep it real close this one. But this monkey is going to find himself hard to kill. Bicycle's been finding so many.
Taking advantage of Giga being too attentive on the Real Man and swoops in with a down strong to take that stock, and we've got an even game.
Yep. I think this stage has definitely been doing a lot of favors. You know, side platforms make sure that the Zetterburn gets back a little bit more reliably, and then just small enough to still cause just as much of a ruckus as they want. And Bicycle's just always been there with those down smashes because of that. Ooh, okay. Not quite able to find that up air. Oh no! And Akashi comboing Giga into his own Cloud Bomb. That is definitely a blunder there.
It's time to see what these players are made of. Akashi is now fighting 2v1.
But I will say it's a 2v1 where both these... Okay. I was going to say it's 2v1 where both characters are very high, but not quite high enough. You need to be dead in order to lose the game. You can't lose if you're at 200%. You have to die.
Game 3. Who's going to move on? We saw a very solid showing from both teams in each of their wins. But it is Giga and Akashi's pick. So where will they go?
And this is definitely a bit of a scary situation for blue team here, because I definitely think that counter pick helped a lot with what they wanted to do, which is they want to scrap and they want to make sure Zetterburn stays alive.
And those side platforms really help him out.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas with red team's counter pick here, you might be able to shut some of that down. So I would not be surprised to see...
We're seeing a rock wall ban.
Yeah, I would not... I think Frozen could be a really good option here. I think Treetop is also on the table here. Because keep in mind, it's not the normal Treetop, it's a lot bigger.
They didn't unlock the milestones for the Swampy Estuary.
Alright, Merchant Port it is. AZ is quite content with that. I think this is a fine counter pick as well.
I have a bias against Merchant Port. I don't like the Stitch.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I like Forest Floor better.
Dude, be careful the next time you come to Heatwave. That's all I'm saying.
I'm too busy. They're going to have to see me at Riptide 2023 coming up this September.
True. All right. Stocks are already flying. The Monkey's dead. The Zetterburn's also dead. Yeah, that's I mean, as long as Bicycle's able to match their pace and punish, but that's definitely a tall order, because, yeah, I mean, look at that, man. Zetterburn already died twice. It's in less than a minute, and
Bro,
Bicycle died once.
There's a big screen right there, but we also have one right here. We can look straight ahead. No, don't strain our necks.
Yeah, well, I know there's a big screen there. I also know there's a Rayquaza here. That's
there's a Rayquaza in the way,
yeah.
but we have to keep it. Do we have to keep it there?
We have to keep it there. It's fine. I can work with this. I'm flexible
Don't
enough.
worry, I'll also point my neck in that direction.
Well, why do you have to suffer with me? Listen.
We're in no, I can just turn my seat. I can look like this.
All right.
And now I'm looking straight ahead.
We're commentators causing problems for other commentators on purpose, apparently.
Don't worry,
Arcane down smash.
I love causing problems on purpose.
I can tell.
Oh, we're seeing a confirm off of the empowered monkey spin.
Zetterburn's dead already. Like, the side platforms aren't there anymore, and Zetterburn just died so fast.
Yeah,
like,
this is a minute 50 in, and we're seeing some...
Oh my god, and Zetterburn's dead again! You stole the stock, and Zetterburn died in like 10 seconds. What happened, dude? Holy moly. Yeah, that was just the tail of that entire set. Like, they were able to keep it in it and keep it competitive that game too, because they had the side platforms to keep Zetterburn alive, and Bicycle was just doing their job the whole time. But then as soon as you got away from those side plats and you didn't really have a whole lot of like help for the Zetterburn to get back on stage, they were just dying. Do you
know if Giga is in the workshop roster?
I don't think so.
That's a shame.
I think they are a third-party character, which definitely causes problems for an officially sponsored tournament.
Nonsense!
Unfortunate, but good stuff to Akashi and Giga. I mean, and good stuff to Real Man and Bicycle. I mean, they had
a good showing.
Being able to keep a game, keep it competitive, at least for a game, is a tall order on a team as good as that one, right? So, good stuff to them.
We got 196 Aether coins out of that. I can't wait to see what we have next.
Man, it's so funny seeing the Aether coins reset back to 0 every single game. Because, as it turns out, they have to reset after every single set.
And it's offline, so...
Yep.
What can you do?
What can you do? What can you do? Oh, man. All right.
All right. Let's see. What's Twitch chat saying?
Ooh, yeah. Let's pull up some Twitch chat.
Hiding behind the slowpoke there.
Chat, if you're in chat right now, which I'm assuming you are because you are chat, please speak up. Give us some waves. Give us some highs, some hellos. I want to see some familiar names.
I want to see some gaming in the chat.
I see my buddy Slam Dunksville, and I see my buddy Slime Puffin. Shoutouts to y'all. Shoutouts to you, Slime. It's not demon hours for you yet, so hope you're having a good one. Hey, what's good, Schooly? Yeah, Schooly loves Merchant Port. See, Schoolie absolutely adores Merchant Port.
It's on site next time.
Wow. Wow. Schoolie, I got your back, man. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about, all right?
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Listen, not everyone can have the vision. We get it, you know. Some people just aren't built the same. It's okay.
Maypul Gaming.
It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. I mean, I can support Maypul Gaming. I don't know about the merch board allegations, though.
No, we're a swampy estuary house.
Wow.
There's Ranno's here.
Yeah, I bet you like the color green.
I love the color green.
Freaking Maple Man.
Yeah.
God.
I don't know. Green's kind of ugly.
Why do you like Swampy? That's literally the only color there. It's all green.
No, I think Treetop Lodge is a little greener. That's why I don't go there a lot.
I mean, that's like a darker forest.
It's also
green.
why I play
That's definitely
Ragnar.
a better shade of green.
That's why I play Ragnar instead of Maypul.
Swampy's just an ugly green. That's swamp green, dude. Why do you like swamp green?
There's layers to this conversation.
There's layers to this conversation?
There's layers to this swampy estuary conversation.
Are you just a fan of swamps?
I like swamps.
He's a swamp man. He's a swamp monster, even.
I do play Golgari in Magic the Gathering, so...
Yeah, I'm not going to get any references there. I apologize.
Oh, that's a shame. I need a better commentator.
Oh, man.
Well, do we see some people on the stream? We got Zeebee and Bagel versus Akashi and Giga.
Okay, all right. Strap in, boys. We got a real one.
This sounds like a winner semi-set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that it indeed is. So we are now in top 8, which is very spicy. So yeah, we have all these players who have made it quite far in bracket. And while we didn't get to see Bagel and Zeebee last time, they can't hide from us forever.
No. Not when a keyboard player is afoot.
Although we are going to have to let the TOs figure out a way to make it so that keyboard plus 2 GameCube plus PS4 controller. Figure out a way to make that work. God bless them.
Stream.
Guys,
I'm so glad you weren't able to witness that.
I've got bad news.
There has been a murder on set.
I've got bad news.
There's no way we're coming back from this.
I'm so sorry.
So sorry.
I'm so sorry. The good news is I can at least see the gameplay screen again.
He'll ascend
to
the throne.
All right, we're making it so I can no longer... that did not work at all.
No, he's very unstable. But now we have symmetry.
True. I'm more on board with the symmetry if it lets me see the screen.
Oh, let me just cover the screen a little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can back up. You want to just pull in front of me and make it so I can't see the screen again. That works, too. You know.
It still says workshop singles on the stream.
All right.
Or maybe that's just the monitor. Could be.
Maybe. All right. We're checking May flashes. We're seeing if the boxes say okay or not. Star set on under 5 minutes. Challenge impossible. You're so right.
Rivals of Aether, baby.
Yep. We're doing the best we can.
I'm out of pretzels. I'm so sad.
And doubles especially is the worst part about it.
In singles, we don't usually have these problems. Usually.
Yeah, you run into issues, but then usually you know how to fix it, but then you throw doubles into the equation, and it's like you've got 3 different types of controllers in every set, and everyone's just struggling, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
In singles, definitely a lot smoother. Have I mentioned how I can't wait for this game to get an engine? Saying that for like the 9th time this commentary block.
It's okay. I've said Maypul more.
Yeah, I can believe that. Shout outs to the TOs fighting the Rivals controller demons. Absolutely. Shout outs to the TOs.
I wouldn't want this job.
You wouldn't want this job?
Nope.
I could take it. Come to 2-Day War. All right. I do see Rivals is back open again.
And I see 3 controllers.
I also don't hear audio. I wondered if they fixed the PS4 controller.
Uh-oh.
See, this is the funny thing. I realize most commentary should probably be giving people credit, you know, not calling people out immediately. Say, yeah, I know how to fix that.
No, I like to cause problems on purpose.
Say, I know exactly what the problem is here. Let's see. I mean, we don't have audio. Maybe Stream has audio? I'm not sure if Stream actually does have audio.
We can check.
We can check. There is a way to check. But, chat, tell us, do you guys have game audio right now? Because we don't. Nope. All right. Chat does not have audio.
Skill issue.
I don't know if they realize.
I don't think they realize.
We might have to put our musical skills to the test here.
I'd be so down for that. How well do you know Flashy Goodness?
I mean, pretty well. God, I've been playing this game for how many years? I'd hope I know them pretty well.
Do you know the refrain on Rockwall now?
I mean, that's like a 20-minute loop. Okay, that's actually fair. That's actually fair. I might not know the refrain very well, the new part they added. I know the 20-second loop like nobody's business, but the refrain, that might be a tall order.
Or how about the refrain on Fire Capital? I like the refrain on Fire Capital a lot.
I think I know that one a little more. I haven't actually listened to a lot more because that one's like, oh, whoa.
Whoa, fire.
Whoa.
Fire Lion, Fire City.
Yo.
Greco-Roman architecture.
You know, I'm curious if they have audio up there. I don't think any of them are wearing headphones right now. But if they were, they probably wouldn't have any audio. Because, once again, they forgot to swap off the PS4 controller audio. Oh, man. PlayStation controller moment. Slime, you know. We all know. Oh, okay. I see them switching to the audio devices. It might be happening. It might be happening, folks. They might be fixing it. All right. I hear Rivals noises. Thank God I did not want to have to sing.
Oh. It's okay. We'll sing for you anyway.
Oh, man.
All right. I see a Kragg. I see a hovered character. Looks like we're getting Kragg Etalus.
All right.
With the pool party skin. I love this skin.
Yo, Pool Party House was awesome.
I don't like the custom colors for it because it just changes the ice back to rainbow.
It just changes the ice back to rainbow. You can't change the ice.
No.
That's a bit of a shame, but I can imagine that being a little hard to make anything else, to be fair.
That's true.
Unless you want to make it like a single color, which is pretty lame, honestly. So, I can respect keeping the rainbow ice. I wouldn't mind ditching the purple though, I'll be honest. The purple's not bad, but I could see maybe wanting to rock some other colors there.
All right, we got a Fire Capital ban. We'll not hear the refrain on that. We got a Tree Top Lodge ban. And a Tower ban. I can see the Tower ban. Etalus wants all the space to move around, and we're getting started with Swampy Estuary that took the time to unlock the milestones from the milestone system.
The milestone system. It's a system. It's free.
Wait, how much is it?
I don't know. Oh god, alright, Giga's dead. Zeebee
it's already been 20 seconds and somebody's dead.
Yep, Zeebee did some illegal Kragg maneuvers. And now Bagel's dead. To some illegal monkey maneuvers.
This is high-level doubles, everybody.
I think I'm noticing a pattern here. So now this puts it to the real test, because this is what we're...
Zeebee's going ham!
Okay. Yeah, I think this is the real Kragg versus Hodan test that we were kind of talking about earlier. Because we were comparing them both. They both fill in a pretty similar role in doubles. But Kragg adds more survivability, whereas Hodan adds more kill power. So this is really putting it to the test here. Which here is more valuable right now? Do you want to live longer, or do you want to get the kill? And so far, I will say...
We're seeing Kragg live a lot longer than Hodan.
Yeah, so far that extra kill power hasn't come in quite as much. This Kragg is in fact living to 200, gonna get caught by the Akashi line.
That's the Zeebee special though, living to 200.
Yeah, I mean, I can see Zeebee doing it, I can see Cheesy doing it easily.
I think
because
top level Kragg is just really good at living to 200.
Yeah, as it turns out. Oh my god.
I thought we were gonna see a dare.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, well, I will say, oh no. Bagel just took out Zeebee. That's like your biggest strength. You just took it out of the equation. Okay, but gonna get Giga down to their last donk. You are able to share one, thankfully.
Akashi's gotta come back.
Yeah, but Bagel's also gotta live. That's the issue here.
But Kragg's got a kill. That's another issue here.
Etalus got armor. That's gonna help.
Cloud at ledge. No activity.
The extended hit pause from the monkey fair.
We can commentate less. There's one less character on screen.
Yep. The Etalus armor gonna be saving Bagel here. Gonna live up to 170. That's death.
No.
No. Keeping it safe. You know what? I respect it. You can't go for a smash attack punish because Zeebee's right there, right?
And you can't go for empowered up B because you're just gonna get up aired by Kragg.
Yep. So I respect it. Go for a bit more of a combo kill instead. Oh man, but now it means that Etalus has armor again.
Armor at 200, dead at 186.
Yeah.
Big characters, big percents.
This is what's really scary about this team composition with Bagel and Zeebee. It is so hard to get stocks. Because Zeebee just adds so much survivability, not only for on his own, like he can survive on his own just fine. We saw him live to 200, right? But then you add survivability to Etalus and keep the Etalus alive. And if you do that, you keep Etalus alive, you give him space, then Etalus gets armor.
Huge.
And it just snowballs from there. And we kind of got to see that right then and there. Like, keep in mind, we also know the win condition, and that's just to take out Bagel. Because if you're focused Bagel enough and Zeebee can't protect Bagel enough,
you don't need to kill the Kragg. You just kill the Etalus over and over again.
And you don't give Etalus the chance to get armor in the first place.
Poor Etalus.
And we saw that happening at first in Game 1, where Bagel stocks were kind of just flying out. Zeebee was staying alive.
Giga's out for blood on the side platform.
But then once it got towards the end, Bagel was able to get the armor, and that's where it really started to snowball. Oh my god.
You can hit people inside that?
Yeah. Akashi kind of interrupted the up smash there. That was almost a bit unfortunate because you caught both of them with that one. Okay, not able to find that up B. Yeah, Giga's really trying to find the stock on on Zeebee, or Bagel, excuse me. Not able to find it. Oh no. And SD's in the process of trying to kill this Etalus. Just die, Bear. There we go.
The lasting hitbox in the F-Strong takes the Etalus stock away. And Giga continues to edge guard Zeebee.
Yeah. Okay, and the Thunderline coming in. Yeah, Akashi doesn't really matter where he's at because he can always contribute with Cloud. Whereas if Hodan wants something to scrap with, and they need to be up close and personal, like at all times. And I think ideally, if you're Giga, you want to be next to the Etalus, right? Because that's the person you want to die. All right, perfect. Mission accomplished.
Oh, but Giga dies off the side.
Yeah.
Excuse me? I didn't see what happened to Akashi there.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened to Zeebee either. That was some bad DI, probably. Either way, this Aramata pick's definitely helping a lot with getting these stocks out of here. Close blast zones and whatnot.
Oh, we got Hitfall up airs, so we're going to see the SpaceX.
Yo,
you remember the
okay.
SpaceX?
I remember the SpaceX. Oh, man. Don't have a charge on Beck, so that could have been an up B for Bagel there if you did. Bagel's going to get armor. That's huge, but it's gone. No, but then the Cloud Pop interrupting the parry. Bagel could have been dead right then and there.
Whoa.
Okay.
These berries are super scary.
Man, I'm on edge here. Yeah, and then there's Kakashi stock, and then there's, man, that
My
field.
mouth is been open like 90% of that
That's
set there.
such a heartbreaker. Bagel would have been dead if it weren't for that parry getting interrupted by Akashi. And now you're down 2-0 because of that. But thankfully, we are in top 8, which means we are in best of 5 land. So they're not out of it yet. That would have been a big heartbreaker to go out on a 2-0 like that. But they are very clearly still in it.
And this is winner, so they do have another chance to come back in losers.
Yeah, I agree with the run back here. I think the stage went phenomenally. It was just really just a matter of a couple of flub kills that just need to be cleaned up. So, just a bit more team coordination, and you can easily make that happen.
Giga trying to get Landon with that monkey spin. I'm not sure what that move is actually called, though. The flash kick kills him! No!
Oh, man.
Maybe I'm showing my bias a little here.
A little bit. Oh, man.
At some point, I gotta root for my bald Redland Bagel.
Yeah, see, and this is the interesting thing about this team comp, because we've established how red team wants to survive, blue team wants to kill.
But
right?
red team can also kill.
Red team can also kill, exactly. And we've kind of been seeing that where, like, red team just sticks around long enough until they eventually get their kill in. Good save with the NATO there. Gonna save Akashi from that out forward smash.
Is that a sweat NATO?
I don't believe so. I think it was just chucking it out.
I'm gonna keep calling the monkey spin.
All right. Gonna find that Dacus there.
Absa taking stocks here.
Yeah, Akashi's definitely been far more aggressive this game.
Well, you say that, but Akashi's still at 3 stocks.
Yeah.
I think Giga's been making more plays, and Akashi's been making bigger plays across the stage and out of harm's way.
I'll put it like this: aggression where it counts, and like still keeping himself safe, obviously, but when he's needed, he comes in and he swooses right in. Gonna finally lose that stock there.
Love the word swoosh.
But Giga on his last stock, on potentially getting edge guarded.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
okay, gonna have to share stock. That's an even game.
Suddenly, this game is really close.
Okay, here we
got
go.
a team combo.
Yeah, got a team combo. Blue is hurting right now. But if you can take out Bagel right here, I feel like Giga needed to be ready on that. Okay, there we go. There's the up B.
All right.
And now it's just a matter of killing the Zeebee. Oh, you got air Ramada'd.
And now,
oh,
rival singles.
Man. Okay, here we go.
No reason. He saw to jump.
No, just gets back on stage after that nair.
Oh, but an
gets
unsafe
caught
rock
with the
pull.
up air. Woo, boy. Zeebee almost made that 2v1 comeback, but not quite. Not quite. Akashi going to say no to that. Going to sneak that up air right in. We're going to a game 4. All right. Now this is interesting. Because now he's saying, okay, well, I've got the Aramata game out of the way, and now you have to survive 2 of red team's counter picks. If I'm Akashi and Giga here, I am banning all the big Blast Zone stages. I think there's no way you can let this team go to big Blast Zones. So I see Fire Capital ban, I see Blazing ban. I think that's incredibly smart.
I think those are the big stages.
But they left gates open? The biggest blast zones in the game, and you left it open? Oh boy, that's scary. It is a smaller stage. I can give credit to that. You will be able to force engagements a lot, but red team's been killing just fine. Whereas I think you need any boost to your kill power you can get, and if you're red team, you need to deny any boost to the kill power you can get.
But Akashi's making waves with more Absa up air. I think Absa really likes this stage because up air doesn't care what percent you're at. You're
very
just
true.
dead.
Very true. What
but the DI mix-up off of that up B into Thunder Kick.
I had no idea where that Kragg was going. Okay. All right.
Oh, but the Etalus up B catches Hodan.
Oh, man. All right, people are still dying despite Gates' best efforts here. Yeah, these stocks are still going away just fine. Welcome to double, baby. There goes Absa.
About to see the platforms blink here.
Oh, man, I thought Akashi was just about to die again. Okay. The cloud kick
they both live.
Still live.
Good DI
Gates,
from both players on red team.
That's Gates coming in. If this wasn't Gates, both of those players would be dead right now. Okay, but now red.
Oh!
Yo! All right, that was dope.
Oh man!
All right, evening it up in a sick fashion, but you got to make sure you stay alive right now. Both of these players are pretty close to death.
I love Giga came to Akashi's aid.
Giga off stage.
But no. Ah!
Oh man, you're both dead? Goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, I think Gates left open there. I think that was a mistake.
That was good. That was really good.
Very, very well played from Bagel and Zeebee, but yeah, that's a rough counter pick for sure. Still, that was definitely decent. I think that set could have gone to a game 5 if it weren't for game 2. I think that is what really swung the set in Bagel and Zeebee's favor, just kind of messing up on that game 2 because they were clearly capable of winning on Aramata, but just a bit of missed team play there and denied some stocks.
It took too long to get into the zone there.
Yeah, and when it takes too long, that's when Bagel and Zeebee are at their strength, you know? If they get all the time they need, then their consistent punish is gonna come in, and they're gonna run away with it, and they're just gonna live longer than you. That's what they want. That's exactly what they want. That's exactly why you can't let them do that. You need all the consistent kill power you can get, and that's clearly what Akashi and Giga wanted until you got to Gates, and suddenly that kill power got a lot lower.
Yeah, that's a good summary of the situation there. And he had one light character in the midst of 3 big bodies. So Absa was putting in overtime, but taking a lot of damage. So she's going to die a little bit earlier than most. I know she lived to 180. Don't remind me.
Man. Still, very, very good set. Oh, man, are we already moving to winners finals? All right, looks like we are. So the other side of winner semis, I'm not sure who lost, but I know
and
who
CheesyPotato.
won. Yep. Cake and Cheesy.
We're just moving doubles along.
Yep.
I think we probably would have liked to see that on stream, but
I'm going to assume it was on the side stream. That seems like a set that they would put on the side stream. Have one winner semi set on the other. In case you don't know, there is a side stream for this event. I believe it's twitch.tv/KML tournaments.
It is, and I think they're close to 1,000 followers, if not already. Give them a follow.
Yep, give them
KML works
some
very
love.
hard to do the production for this.
Yep, and they also help out a ton with Rivals Locals here at MDVA, running the stream for extra credit, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
Yep, so genuinely, if not just supporting them for putting on an awesome side stream for Hitfall 2, then support them for streaming local Rivals. Because how many people do that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's a you know, an unsung heroic task. And when it comes to running local events, is running the stream. There's a lot that goes into it. So many pieces of equipment and things that go wrong and troubleshooting and just a lot of things that you really, really have to be thankful for.
KML the GOAT.
Shout-outs to KML. Shout-outs to everyone that runs local rival streams. All the more reason to go give them a follow over there, because they absolutely deserve it. And if you want to, just go ahead and tune in, because as it turns out, they've definitely got some hot sets on the side stream right now.
Yeah, get a multi-Twitch up. Watch both at the same time.
Why not? Do whatever you want to do. But for now, we've got a spicy one coming up on the main stream, one that you definitely don't want to miss, and that's Winners Finals.
Mm-hmm. We got some of the best talent that Rivals has to offer on stream right now, in both singles and in doubles.
So this is going to be interesting, because we see the team where with Bagel and Zeebee, you very clearly focus on the survivability, right? You have Zeebee's Kragg survivability, and then when Etalus is able to snowball that survivability from there, you only add on to that. And then you get to Cheesy and Cake. And Cheesy, much like Zeebee, adds a ton of survivability with their Kragg, right? She's obviously a bit of an expert when it comes to putting the rock on the top platform and just keeping it there for the entire set so that they can live to, like, absurd 300%, right? Very familiar with doing that on their own. But then you give it to your teammate as well, and it's like, all right, well, that's great. But then you add Cake into the mix. And Cake
is the X factor of Rivals of Aether.
Best player in the world. And in singles, they have a number of like crazy strengths. They're very patient and neutral. They're able to play around smoke phenomenally and just whittle you out. But
and
then the big
he plays
thing,
the best character in the game.
But then the big thing is that how he's able to convert those hits into just the most absurd, consistent punish game that you'll ever find in Rivals. And that is such a huge, huge X factor for doubles, is just being able to tear people up a new one. That is a big, big factor to Cake's success in doubles, is just how consistent their punish is and how consistent they are at playing off of their teammates' hits. That's what you see constantly from Cake and Penguin, is just the team play from them is ridiculous.
Very well stated. We are dealing with more Rivals controller issues. We see a GameCube controller on stream, and I believe that is Cake.
Ooh boy. Once again, who could have seen this coming? So yeah, sit tight. We've got more local Rivals. And once again, I'm going to shout out the side stream over at twitch.tv/KML tournaments. They might not be having controller issues right now, probably. So if you want to check out some Rivals actions while we're fixing things up right here, go ahead and tune in. But don't go too far away, because you don't want to miss this Winners Finals, trust me. All right, we're going to be restarting Rivals here. Ideally, it takes less than 4 restarts to get us into the game, hopefully.
I see one. There's Bagel. I heard some USB noises. There's 2.
I'm not celebrating until I see 4 controllers moving around. If we don't see 4 controllers moving around, I still see people standing up on the webcam. That's not a good sign. Yeah, if we don't get 4 controllers moving around perfectly, then that's not a good sign. I see 2.
Hey, look at the Etalus. Well, y'all can't see the Etalus.
Yeah.
But the pool party Etalus available right now on the RCS Championship chest.
Yep, getting a Oh man, what is that? Is that a single, double, triple, quadruple, quintuple, sextuple, septuple, octuple? I don't even know. I'm not even sure if I'm saying the right words.
Non-tuple, decatuple. I forget what 11 was. There's dodecatuple. He knocked it over.
Kragg ruining everything. Oh my god, she's a menace. Terrible. Terrible. My god. Look at this. Look at this absolute villain. Okay. The stacking is being permitted now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here comes Kragg.
Oh, here's another one.
Wait. No! I think my mic cut out there. I screamed so loud.
Yeah. Oh, what are these? Hey.
Yeah, see, we can be nice about it. You can meditate next to the beautiful tower of ice cream. You don't need to knock it over. All right, we're not at the beach. You don't have to, like, knock over sandcastles. We can be good people.
No.
We can be contributing members of society, Cheesy.
Get Rex, nerd.
Honestly. Unbelievable, honestly. Like, can you just get a load of these guys? Alright. Yeah, despite the best efforts of Pool Party Etalus, we are still having controller issues, so...
Gaming mouse.
Yep. Can't have controller issues without doubles, apparently. I think I said that backwards. Hang on.
Can't have controller issues without doubles.
Can't have controller issues without doubles. I mean, I guess that kind of works, but it's also not really true. You could definitely have controller issues in singles, but doubles cannot go away without at least a mild amount of controller issues.
Look at it this way. We could be playing Framemakers right now.
You could be playing Framemakers right now.
We could be running Winners Finals on Framemakers with all Orcane. It's essentially Rivals of Aether, right?
I guess. I think Framemakers has a better engine than Rivals, so
Or
yeah.
consider this.
Okay.
Indie Pogo.
Whoa, you're losing me, man.
You don't know what Indie Pogo is?
I know what it is, but you're losing me.
I'm losing you?
Listen, I'm a Framemakers fan, but you lost me at that one.
Oh, no. Could always go back to Creatures. Creatures of Aether. Available on the App Store. I don't think
It is available on the App Store.
It is available. I don't know if it's being supported anymore.
It's no longer being updated, but you can still play it. You can also play it on Steam.
Yeah, it's a solid game.
I have
and
actually...
it's the only way to download the Crystal Oasis stage.
True. Very true. I have actually heard from Jack Ryan, shout out to Jack Ryan, that Creatures of Aether tournaments have been making a comeback.
Oh.
Just as a whole, which is kind of fun to see. So shout outs to the Creatures players, because I know there are a couple out there.
I know a few. And they're restarting Rivals again.
It's Diamond Grove shaking my head. All right, nerd.
Fine. Diamond Grove. Next, you're going to tell me it's going to be Treetop Floor and Forest Lodge.
How y'all doing, chat? Y'all been liking the doubles game so far? Which one's been your favorite? Someone give the game a Snickers bar.
There is a vending machine with Snickers here.
There is one.
I thought about getting one.
You thought about it.
I thought about it. I got pretzels instead.
Got pretzels instead?
I haven't had lunch.
Haven't had lunch.
How about you?
I've also not had lunch. I'm definitely hoping that doubles can get done quick so I can eat something.
Before singles, right?
Yeah, I think I have a singles pool at 3:30. I think you're in it. So, you know.
I I haven't checked the updated pool.
Yeah, things got shuffled around. I'm pretty sure you're in my pool now. I remember seeing your name. Oh, boy. Yeah, we are figuring out our technical difficulties once again, because we always are. But yeah, if I remember right, singles wave A starts at 3:30, and then singles wave B starts at 5:30. So that'll be happening in just a bit here.
Uh-huh. My singles pool is at 3.
Oh boy.
Baby. Let's see. Where am I? I don't think anything's changed that much.
So we do not get much time to eat.
Oh my god. Sparks, I might be fighting you.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I think I remember seeing your name.
Great. This is a run back from so long ago.
It's from so long ago? I genuinely don't even remember.
No, if I make it through losers, I might fight Lucius.
Ooh.
I have to get through Patinja and Chem first.
Alright, I do see 4 controllers moving around, which is a phenomenal sign. So...
No, that's a sign of good progress.
Alright.
Burrito Kragg on stream.
Burrito Kragg.
Burrito.
Man, now you're just making me want to eat lunch. This isn't fair.
Would you like a few pretzels?
I think I'm okay for now. I think I'd want to have a proper lunch. Which they do have venue food here.
Me too.
It's a bit priced, but, you know, what can you do?
It's venue food.
It's venue food.
I'm just waiting to go get Denny's afterwards.
Very fair. Very fair. But yeah, I'm hoping, fingers crossed on this, that we're at least able to get these rest of these sets done quick. Don't have too many technical difficulties. Can just move right along. That is the hope and prayer for us. I do see...
I see rock, paper, scissors being initiated.
I also think I see MSB and Lucius moving to the side stream there. So those sets are happening as well. I'm not 100% sure. I should probably pull up the doubles bracket. That seems like it would be a smart idea, wouldn't it?
Maybe.
Alright, so let's see. Yeah, so Lucius and MSB was the other side of winner semi. So that's who Cheesy and Cake beat to get here. Lucius and MSB, it looks like they are currently fighting the Real Man and Bicycle. And my god, the other side of doubles is behind.
Just a little bit.
Okay, there's still a losers round 2 match happening. I don't know what's going on there. I'm sure some stuff is going down.
Excuse me?
Yeah, okay, wait, no, losers round 3. I was spreading misinformation. That's still not great.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah.
It just initiated losers round 3.
Yeah.
But we've got the game going.
Okay, here we go. Winners finals. I'm not going to worry about how late I'm going to be eating lunch. Let's see.
We see some scrumptious Rivals gameplay happening right now, and that's all the food we need.
Oh my god. Goodbye, CakeAssault. Okay.
We're seeing Bagel making waves with this Etalus against Forsburn here. Not a bad matchup.
All right, Zeebee's going to be losing that stock to that parry, and Bagel is getting edge guarded, but until get that sneaky uppy in. All right, going to live for now.
Craggs are going at in the corner.
Now this is the big thing here. Oh, just going to up smash Cheesy. He's like, okay, you're at kill percent, why not?
She's gone.
It's always interesting seeing how Bagel kind of navigates neutral, because he really doesn't get hit much, despite the fact that he's playing Etalus. Which I think is such a, like... For one, it's not an easy thing to do, and I commend him for it, but also it's just interesting to watch, because you really do want to be careful when you're playing Etalus in doubles, because if you are careful and you do it well enough, then you get rewarded with armor, right? Which is awesome.
Jesus, just coming out with these up-strongs. Oh. Oop. Giving Zeebee the little...
Nice, okay. That was a really good conversion there from Bagel.
Oh!
And then Cheesy kills everyone! You love to see it. All right.
Whatever it takes to advance the game state.
See, Cheesy's looking out for my lunch. She's got my bag. Alright, Zeebee's gonna be sent deep off stage here, but gonna get clipped by the up air. Yeah, it's just so hard to kill Kragg.
I love Bagel's awareness.
Yeah.
You saw that interaction where he was comboing Cheesy, but then moved to, or it was either Cake or Cheesy, but moved right to the other when he realized, yeah, they're right there. Might as well. But right now, Red is fighting CakeAssault 2v1.
Ooh, yeah. And putting Cake in a really tough spot, too. That double jump, you had your double jump the whole time? Okay. You got me, but...
Kragg.
It's got you back. That's going to be game one, going to Bagel. Very, very well done. All right. So let's see how they adjust into game two here. Because Bagel did a great job of staying alive that game. It's definitely possible to take Bagel down. We saw Akashi and Giga doing it pretty effectively in their set. So we'll see where they end up trying to go. I wouldn't be surprised.
The classic 3 hanging platform stage ban.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Aramata. I wouldn't be surprised to see Rockwall.
I really vibe with these bans.
I think Jules Veil is also an option if you just want to cause a situation.
They're hovering over FD. They're hovering over Abyss.
FD is spooky.
I
don't think you want that as Forsburn.
Why?
I really don't think you want that. I think this is a, hey, this is just where our cursor is and we're discussing it right now.
I like to think that they're not going here.
I really would like to think. I think if you want to cause a situation, you go with Jules Veil, maybe Tower. If you want to just ensure you get kills more often, you go to Aramata or Rockwall. You got some options here. What you definitely don't want is Fire Capital. Probably not Blazing or Gates either.
I don't think Aramata would be a good pick if I'm being honest here. Because it is just FD, and Forsburn can't take full advantage of those side platforms. But this is
good. I like this pick for sure. And the side blast zones here are deceptive.
That is 3 side Bs in a row from Zeebee.
Don't worry about it.
These are our top players.
Yeah, our top players, Colossal Mini. Anyway. Okay.
It's spreading. But a good near up strong conversion from Zeebee.
Oh, yeah, that's really clutch.
Oh, no!
All right, well, Bagel's dead.
Parry the icicles. Oh, maybe? Yeah, get some damage on. There's nothing wrong with that. Cheesy's living a little bit. But Zeeb is still on his first stop.
Okay. Forward smash gonna be coming out. Nice. Okay, gonna clean that up. Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
Cake was waiting there for a good 2 seconds to get that parry.
Cheesy
And look at what's happened.
Cheesy almost got that fair train just to continue the extension on Zeebee there. Was a bit early in percent for it to kill.
There's no way that was a super clone, right?
Okay, yep, Bagel gonna finally die, but at 176, I don't think that's as early as Cheesy and Cake are hoping for. Oh, man. Okay. These back airs gonna be coming out on Bagel. And the forward air gonna catch them on the recovery, and Zeebee dies in the mid-time too, so no stock sharing will be happening. It's just Zeebee fending off against their own on this team combos. And, I mean, I mentioned Cake and Penguin earlier, but I'm sure Cheesy and Cake can do their team combos just fine.
Oh, no.
Okay, gonna make it back. Those shards just give Carbon a path.
Oh!
Okay. Gonna get forward smash. Not too big of a punish for your troubles. I like the slight delay to throw Cake off too. Make it so that Cake can't really get a big punish on you.
Yeah, it was really hard to react to that situation.
Combust? All right, and forward air, I guess. I think the Combust would have just Galaxied, but the forward air was a DI mix-up. Trust. All right. Gonna even it up 1-1. Oh, man.
I didn't know there was a green button there.
All right, so, okay. Interesting bans. Gonna ban Aeromata, gonna ban just pretty much all the flat stages.
I can see it.
Or
But
I
they
guess,
left that stage open.
To be fair, the forest floor is not flat in doubles. That's a big difference. Yeah, this is a stage I'm surprised they leave open still.
It was either that or they leave Aeromata open, and that stage is funky. And at least Forest can still use pot drop shenanigans here.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Okay, there we go. Gonna secure that forward air onto Bagel there. Okay, wow. Yeah, this is actually going great for blue team here. Just jeez.
Cheesy just locked him down there.
Yeah, I really have to commend Cheesy's edge guards. That's happened towards the end of game 2 as well, where Cheesy was just securing edge guards on Bagel very consistently.
I like the cheeky up air at the ledge.
Yeah, maybe she's onto something here. Something just clicked and just latched onto something with Bagel's recovery. And so far, Bagel's been having a rough time making it back on stage. Which is definitely a good team if you're fans of Cake and Cheesy, because that's a very good win condition to just steamroll the rest of the set. Meanwhile, this game 3 here, very much in the advantage of Red Team right now.
Cake was going for the Combust turnaround.
Wanting some fancy back airs. Oh man, Zeebee losing his stock. No more stock share if Bagel loses his. There it goes.
There it goes.
And now you're back in this 2v1, which did not go well last time. Oh man, this punish is
Good
brutal.
drift out from Zeebee, living a little longer.
Already at 129, dude? No pillar? Yeah, no, pack it up. You could have downbeat him there. Get fancy with it. Okay, Cake, what are you doing? Stay in your lane, bud. All right. Let's not get too fancy. All right. Yeah, we see Cake and Cheesy kind of kind of laughing at each other there. They definitely figured something out. That's for sure. I think Cheesy's edge guards on Bagel is definitely the big factor in my eyes.
Else is just a pin cushion in doubles.
But it felt like Cake was matching up with Zeebee pretty well too. Once Cheesy just like locked Bagel down, and Cake is just good at contesting Zeebee, just keeping Cheesy safe, letting Cheesy do her own thing. Oh man, Bagel's dead again. We are on gates this time, trying to get even more survivability out of this.
Let's see. Armoring the fair with the fair. Fair perception, but Bagel is off stage.
Oh my god, that could have been horrible. Okay. Not quite dead yet. But Bagel's still in an edge guard situation.
We're in the
Zeebee.
same situation as last time, but Cheesy's unable to secure the edge guard and kills herself in the process.
Yeah, big blunder there from Cheesy.
But now Bagel has armor. Couldn't get there in time to get them.
No more armor. Gonna force suspend it, and there's the forward air. Yep.
I can't tell you if that was worth it. I'm not in the moment.
Yeah, blue team still definitely has a significant lead here. Oh, man. I mean, this is tough.
Yeah.
This is tough. You're definitely gonna need either to find more ways to keep Bagel alive, which has not been coming easy. As of this set.
Bagel's just been unable to find his footing.
But
the double up smash kill.
You need to find more ways to double down on your pressure and just amount more of an offense onto their team. Meanwhile, down to your last stocks already. Bagel's gonna live. Zeebee's gonna live. I'm not scared of Zeebee dying anytime soon. But Bagel off stage. And in the thick of it.
And if Cheesy's ready, she can just go out and kill her again.
Yep. Meanwhile, Zeebee's percent has been racking up slowly but steadily. Bagel's dead. And Zeebee gonna tech off Pillar. No pillar though. That's death.
And that's winners finals,
wow.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What a way to clean it up. Game 1 definitely was like pretty back and forth, but then they just nailed the punish. Game 2 onwards. You know, I really have to commend Cheesy for that set too. Those edge guards really just came in clutch.
Right. She found her win con. She started hammering it to the ground. Yeah,
and Cake too played off of it perfectly. Anytime that Zeebee tried to help Bagel, Cake was there just fending him off. Just back, you Beetle. Get away from them. My Beetle. Don't. No Beetle on Beetle violence. You want the Beetle, you get through me. And meanwhile, my Beetle's just gonna deal with your bear. And that's pretty much entirely how it went.
So that's all the winner sets for the time being. We're now gonna take a dip into the losers bracket, where let's see who's left.
Oh boy. All right, this is a.
Akashi and Giga went down earlier.
Yep, so this is a loser's 8th set. So this is Bucketfullabiscuits versus Bucketfullabiscuits and Jubilo versus
This is an
Adam
MDVA
and
double
Snake.
set.
Yeah, this is all MDVA
so
here.
sad. This is a team kill.
A bit unfortunate. I definitely know this is the side of loser's bracket that was running behind. Which I was a little hopeful this would be over by now so I could go eat lunch.
Nah.
Unfortunately, that is not the case.
We're
no lunch
till
for
3,
me.
baby. We got
I
45
am going
more
to
minutes
starve.
of raw Rivals of Aether action. I'm still offering you these. There's a little bit left.
There is a little bit left.
Sugar up.
I might sneak in a couple. We'll see. We'll see.
There you go.
I appreciate you. You got the, what is this? The
Utz Party Mix.
Utz Party Mix. What kind of brand is Utz? Okay, sure.
It's like Lay's, but...
We'll try it. I'll light my mukes so that stream doesn't have to listen to my crunching.
Don't worry. I will do my best impression of crunch, 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 crunch. I'll probably mute my mic to get a drink as well.
All right, and we're back from that brief break of me desperately needing some food in my stomach. I apologize.
You now got some blood sugar in you.
Mm-hmm. All right. But nevertheless, yeah, we saw Bucket and Jubilo play earlier. I don't think we saw Snake and Adam, though.
Right, so Snake is a Clairen player, and Adam, I think, plays Zetterburn and Clairen.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be double Clairen.
Could be. Very well could be.
Which that's an interesting team combination.
Yeah, I can't say I've seen that one very often. I mean, I've seen Clairen in doubles a good bit. SBS plays pretty well with doubles, although
SBS plays everybody.
Yeah, SBS
now.
plays everybody. The Clairen is usually a staple in doubles, but I see Absa rotated in as well.
Mm-hmm. I think the big thing Clairen's looks for is just racking on that damage, and instead of using the precision that Clairen provides and needs, she uses her teammate to take her weak hits and link them into her stronger stuff.
Mm-hmm. So
also, I don't think every character needs tipper follow-ups, but Clairen offers them.
Very true. Very, very true.
Imagine Raster with tipper follow-ups and Maypul with tipper follow-ups.
You know, I think I'm okay. I think we're all right living in the world where that's not a thing.
I think Maypul's drill should come back and the final hit tipper.
Yeah, all right. You know, I'll get back to you on that one. We'll see.
Gonna have to get back to me soon. The controller issues are still happening.
My gosh. All right, let me get the Twitch chat back up. Hang on a second here. Chat only. All right, how's it going, chat? Chat, do you guys think I'm gonna get lunch today? Press 2 if you think no. I'm curious what you guys think. All right.
Press 1 if we're not gonna eat today.
Well, no. 1 is if you agree. One is the agree number. 2 is the disagree. Just go get it now. I'm on comms.
You got off comms earlier though.
I did get off comms, but that was to pretend to be a TO. So that was different. Do I not have blueberries with me? So we did buy an entire carton of blueberries from Walmart yesterday. And then they didn't last the night. They were all gone.
Sparks?
So my bad.
I don't blame you. Blueberries are great.
So yeah, we do not have blueberries. They are gone. They did not get enough to sate me.
There's a food line nearby. Just drive over there real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Oh man. Rest in peace, the hot ads.
But if you sub to rivals.ether, Rivals of Ether, twitch.tv/Rivals of Ether.
See, Bio knows. Bio knows about the hot ads. You can sub to avoid the hot ads, but then you miss out on the hot ads.
We're seeing Clairen. Oh, that's a lot of special buttons. Are we seeing 2 Clairens?
Well, I mean, obviously one Clairen is up on the hero skin.
No, but no one else uses a special trigger unless they're playing Clairen, especially if it's on a shoulder button.
That's not true.
Oh?
K-Money. You should know about K-Money, Mr. Maypul Man.
I also use special trigger for Maypul shenanigans. I reverse nut.
Or actually, sorry, I'm thinking special stick.
Yes.
Special stick is definitely K-Money. Yeah, shoutouts to Koji.
Special stick is funny.
Special stick is very, very funny. Yeah, special trigger. I mean, honestly, a lot of characters use special trigger. Oh, yo, we got Hitfall stickers. Let's go.
We got Hitfall and KML stickers.
Yeah, special trigger. I use special trigger.
There we go.
Honestly, I mean, I don't use it on any character other than Ori, but I use it.
So, I got a jump trigger, I got a special trigger,
Same.
and I got a dodge trigger for both parry and wave dash.
Same.
Just allocate all your fingers to do something.
And I have a taunt bumper.
Why do you have a taunt bumper?
Because I misinput taunt all the time if it's on D-pad.
Just clean up your inputs.
I'd love to. Anyway.
Though you do get access to walk dances with D-pad on walk.
See? See? All I'm saying. Plus, it's not like this game has a grab button. What do you need that 4th button for?
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Soon, TM.
Soon. We're seeing double Clairen.
We are seeing double Clairen.
I want to see 2 uppies at the start.
I'll be honest, this is a first for me. I don't think I've ever seen double Clairen. And if I have, I cannot remember it for the life of me. Chat, if you've seen double Clairen, let me know. Which players have you seen play double Clairen, if any? And if you haven't seen any, then just say that too, because I haven't either. I'm curious if any exist. Alright, we're going to be getting into this.
Wonder who got first. Okay, so Red got first ban. Getting rid of tower. Smart decision. We're gonna see a forest or treetop lodge pick. There's no way.
Or you can just go to Merchant Port. You are playing double Clairen. If there's ever a reason to go to Merchant Port, all right, whatever.
No, this is
they're
Clairen
not
City.
AZ Clarens. It's fine. I get it.
No, I also think that Maypul's
You also think that Maypul. Really? Tell me more, Mr. T. Richard. The T stands for Maypul, in case you guys didn't know. Maypul Gaming.
Clairen is just cat future Maypul. The down tilts both at this joint. The up B is really strong to kill off the top. And side B, you can just spam. Oh, one of them took off the mask randomly.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, you can do that off of like a taunt cancel too. If you like do like a ledge cancel and then taunt, or like taunt then ledge cancel rather. You can get a remove the mask tech.
So going back on my Clairen tipper, what if Clairen tippers were on other characters? Well, what if Clairen had 2 tippers?
Ooh. What would that even look like?
Well, we'll find out.
Do you just have like a candy cane sword? Like it's like tipper and then not and then tipper and then not?
I think you'd have hilt and tipper.
Hilt and that's the entire sword.
Yeah, except the center.
So it's like...
You separate the hitboxes into 2 different things.
So it's like inverted Sephiroth, then. Where it's like the middle hit is the weakest.
I'd say like a combination of Roy and Marth.
But are they equal strength? Like, are both tippers equal strength, or are they different?
I think they're equal strength.
Okay.
Just to not prioritize one over the other.
Okay.
There is a Clairen build on the Steam Workshop that gives Clairen hilt hitboxes.
True.
And that one's really fun. There's also one that gives her Lucina hitboxes. There's a full spectrum.
That there is. Anyway, we've kind of just been talking over this game. Red team is down to their last stock right now.
Okay, but to be completely honest, Clairen is interesting, to say the least.
Yeah. This has definitely been an interesting double Clairen team.
But they're ahead.
They are ahead. It's a little funky. I almost want to say it's too much of the same thing.
No, got him went a little forward.
Woo. But so far, I've been keeping it even.
Oh. I'm not sure what Adam was going for there with that charge down strong. But the particles have grown red. The forest is growing restless. I'm not a fan of this transition.
Oh, no.
Taken out at the exact same time. But it is
Goodbye,
2 out of 3.
Clarence. It is 2 out of 3.
So the 2 Clarens are going to have to shake something up.
Is it 2 out of 3? Because this is best of. This is top 8.
Is this top 8?
This is top 8. Yeah, this is the loser of this gets 7th place. So this is in top 8. So I'm pretty sure it is best of 5.
We've just received some valuable news.
We might be getting lunch. Anyway, that aside, sorry, we have our own priority. What's commentary? Lunch? That's way more hype for us. Yeah, let's see where they want to go. I mean, I'm expecting stages that Clairen's typically like. So, you know, something like Triple Pond. They did ban Spirit Tree, so you can't go there.
Right. I think, if anywhere, I see a rock wall play. I can see another trip back to Treetop Lodge.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is, you mentioned this earlier, it's too much of a good thing. I think double Clairen, they interfere with each other too much.
Yeah. I mean, the nice thing about having a variety of characters in doubles is that, you get to play around different spacings that you're a lot more comfortable with. Like, if you're a Zetterburn, you obviously want to be up close. If you're a Sylv, you obviously want to be further away.
Double down tilt, and then the down tilt from Snake to just knock him away.
Yeah. Welcome to Julesville. The round starts here are always so funny. It really is just Guilty Gear round starts. Like, I can't stress that enough.
Counter.
Counter. Oh, man. All right.
Up it? Okay.
Yeah, Nerdakis not going to kill quite that early without the tipper. Ooh.
Oh,
Nice.
no.
Okay. No, even catching one of them is good there. And the other one just dies to an edge guard. Cool. That was perfect.
Oh, but up tilt killing off the top, that's something you don't see every day.
Ooh.
Oh, but Jubilo making full use of Zetterburn's good DI mix-ups off stage.
Yeah. No kidding. Like, Jubilo is just... We saw this the last time this team played, but Jubilo is just really, really consistent at putting on pressure. And against this double Clairen team, they don't... They're both swinging out laggy moves, you know? It's like they both give a lot of chances for Zetterburn to just get in there.
But he does his fire dive right into the side B.
Oh, man.
Is it called Plasma Dash?
Plasma Dash.
I don't know.
Something or other, dude. I don't know.
I gotta go to the Rivals website. I need to figure it out.
I mean, there was a point where I looked up, like, official Rivals names, and then I saw that Kragg's side B was named Defense Curl, and I'm just like, alright, this is stupid.
Well, here's the thing. Defense Curl in Pokemon does strengthen the power of rollout. It does.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, nerd. You and your Pokemon plushies. This isn't Pokemon, this is Rivals of Aether.
Pokemon are essentially Rivals of Aether.
Kragg came out before Rivals Workshop was added.
I was close. Plasma Echo. And you see Plasma Echo getting used there. We're going to see it again? Or are we going to see the ionized tip come into play?
Oh my gosh, almost charging an F smash against that side B. Not even the Clairen mains know how long Tipper Stun lasts.
The ionized tip hitting into another one!
Goodbye. Alright. Gonna be evening it up 1-1.
The double Clairen working out on Jules Veil. Definitely because they were able to smother out Zetterburn and Absa. Absa with her cloud control and condensed storm.
Alright, so what are we banning here? I'm thinking you're a fool if you don't ban FD.
Yeah.
They're a fool.
Well, don't do anything yet. They won on Julesville already.
And Spirit Tree, I mean, that's just... yeah, just take him to FD, dude. Just
Oh,
take
no.
him to FD. Just take him to FD. You've got an Absa on your team. You're gonna love it. It'll go great.
I want to see the tutorial grid.
Alright, well, FD is left open.
All right. Let's see what we're working with here. What?
We're eliminating options, saying we don't want to go here.
Well, they won there already. That was their DSO.
Alright, this is an interesting pick.
I don't know why they decided to go here.
I don't know either. I have no clue what machinations are going inside their head. But you know what? They decided as a collective. They say, yep, we really want Fire Capital right now.
Oh my goodness. These ionized tips are coming in clutch and taking a point off the top.
Oh, and the taunt for good measure. You could help your teammate getting edge guarded, but you go ahead, taunt in that platform. That's a good use of your time.
It's optimal. There are optimal taunts in this game. Zetterburn's
Ooh.
I don't like this name. Zetterburn's fire moves, like there, is called Fire Amp.
Fire Amp.
He's just fire amped his up smash.
Wow.
I'm guessing it's because down Forsburn's is called Consume.
Probably.
Yeah. Consume and combust.
Ooh, okay.
Dude, people have been playing for 3 hours already, so these plays they're killing me.
Ooh.
I'm ready for some more Plasma Echoes. Oh,
Okay.
see?
Not dead yet. This Absa gonna be surviving. That's so key here.
Oh my goodness.
Meanwhile, Jubilo putting up enough of a consistent pressure against his See, that's the thing. If one Clairen is getting edge guarded, I think you should be focusing on keeping the other Clairen away. Don't hit the other Clairen towards the same edge guard.
Great team combo. See?
Okay, there we go.
Absa with tippers is nuts.
That one I can believe.
Oh, but Jubilo's taking Snake on a tour of the stage.
Okay, Absa finally died. That means Jubilo's gonna need to be way more careful now. But gonna at least give your Absa friend some help. Whoa.
Uh-oh, bad DI.
Yeah, strongest move. Gonna take you out right then and there. And now it's an Absa trying to get back against two Clairens. I think one of the Clairens just taunted on the platform. And they're taunting on stage now. They're just taunting all over. Oh, look at them go.
They're using Nair now.
And down smash? Not quite. You're still not dead. Man, it would be so funny if Absa won this.
Very possible. Nope.
All right.
The Ionized tip has taken the third game? Their second game.
Yep. Not quite the result I think they were hoping for on that counter pick. Okay, so, I don't think they should go back to Fire Capital.
No.
I don't know what was going through their head that made them go there in the first place, but
now the double Clarens are up 2-1. So they gotta make a play.
Again, FD. It's right there. Clairen does not like FD. You have an Absa on your team. Just go. Just go there.
But
Please.
no one likes FD.
No, no one likes FD.
No. What are you thinking?
Oh my god, not that one. Like, genuinely, that would be a horrible pick.
Okay.
You're giving Clairen offstage platforms to recover on? Yeah, Gates is better.
I like it. I do think FD is probably the overall better pick, but it's probably Jubilo enforcing that decision where he doesn't want to have no platforms to recover to.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, the Fire Amp Gatling combo? I'm having a hoot with these.
Oh, boy. Okay. So far, a bit more of a consistent advantage here. But now, yeah, it's when red team gets sandwiched between the two Clarens is when it starts becoming a lot scarier for them.
Plasma Echo almost taking it there. But Zetterburn coming in to save his teammate. What? Zetter down strong. It's coming. Oh, good confirm from Bucket. That light forward air into up air. Taking somebody off the top. Looks like Adam. Jubilo and Bucketfullabiscuits is really holding their own this set.
Yeah, no, this is definitely a big turnaround here. I mean, they're just holding their advantage so much better. I really think that's what they need. Is stages where Jubilo can pop off.
Both the Clarens were at ledge, waiting for Zetterburn. It's the Clairen collective.
Oh, no.
Oh, not the Plasma Echo into condensed hoof.
Gonna have to share that stock. Taunting on the respawn platform.
Zetterburn with tippers?
Zetterburn with tippers, allegedly. I don't know where they come from. How are they getting them? Okay. Alright, I say this is a scary situation. You know what I was saying about the characters being sandwiched? And now they're both being edge guarded.
Oh, if Jubilo committed to that, he could have gotten the sweet spot up air.
But the up smash is going to take out. All right, yeah, Absa cleaned that up perfectly.
Game 5.
Game 5. It's not like we were already behind on this side of loser's bracket. Nope.
No, it's not like we haven't had lunch yet.
Nope. It's not like we have quesadillas on the way to help out these poor commentators. Oh, man. All right, well, now you got to figure out where you want to go for this Game 5.
Oh, they banned FD.
And
see, they didn't want to go there.
Wow, what? Why? Okay, I don't think you need to be afraid of banning Final Destination against 2 Clairens.
Mid-level rivals, okay.
This isn't Marth on FD. This is a very big difference. Whatever, man. I mean, I guess if you're not confident that Jubilo can perform well on FD, then I guess I can understand. Because really, these are more about what stages Jubilo doesn't want to go to.
Yeah.
Because Jubilo is the one that's really getting stuff done right now. Like, the games that Red Team has won, it's because Jubilo has been putting on a massive advantage, while Bucket does what they can to back them up.
Mm-hmm. While Clairen's going to want to sandwich them in between each other with their big swords.
Okay, honestly, if you're Jubilo right now, you're happy to see Triple Pond. This is one of Zetter's best stages. It is a phenomenal stage for Clairen, which is why I get Blue Team goes here. But I think Jubilo is more than content playing here.
I think this stage is hilarious in doubles, because if you have characters on each side, you just can't see the side blast sides.
Very true. Very true. And boy, is it easy to get characters on each side.
From Adam.
Ooh.
But these 5 platforms are already coming in clutch.
Oh.
For Jubilo. Enforcing these mix-ups he doesn't usually have.
Oh, okay.
I'm just keeping my eye on the Zetterburn right now.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-oh. Well, that's a bit of a flip.
My eyes went all the way down to the lower last time.
Yeah, your eyes went all the way down to the bottom. But still, Zetterburn's been doing their job. You know, I don't know which one the red Clairen is, but they're down to their last stock already.
That's Adam.
That's Adam? Okay.
Yep. They got Snake in the infamous skin.
But now Zetterburn's getting edge guarded, which is definitely spooky. You want Zetterburn to be staying alive. You especially don't want them to be off stage, because every time they're off stage is even more of a chance for them to do whatever the heck they want to Absa, right? So really, Jubilo needs to make sure that he is staying on stage and making as many problems as possible. You can't let Absa be getting down to their last stock. Potentially Zetterburn losing their second stock. Not losing it to that up smash though. Meanwhile, Blue Clairen here is just staying alive. Oh man. Okay. Gonna finally take him out, but now both Red Team is down to their last stock. This is gonna be a tough spot to come back from.
They're gonna want to take out Adam here, just because they want to even it up, and Adam is the quickest way to do so.
Very true, very true. Force them to share a stock, right? Okay.
Like so.
There we go, there we go.
Taking advantage of the few seconds of respawn time.
Yep.
Keeping the edge guard situation going. But
oh no.
Nope, bad DI.
Yeah, this is gonna be hard. All right. Best of luck, Bucketfullabiscuits. We'll see if you can make something happen. That up air.
Oh no.
Adam is still taunting on the platform instead of helping his teammate. Okay, there we go. Thank you for doing your job as a doubles teammate.
Yeah.
If I was Adam's teammate right now, I would be very upset with him.
I love the suit that Bucket is rocking today. It's got the wine glass and everything.
I saw that in the parking lot. I'm like, dude, respect. All right, 7th place, but not bad. But now Snake and Adam are going to be moving on to losers quarters up against Akashi and Giga, who have been waiting very patiently, just like I've been waiting very patiently for this quesadilla. But regardless, yeah, this will be interesting. I'm very curious to see if Snake and Adam will have an answer for the relentless force that is Giga Bowser. Granted, I think Clairen is actually one of the better characters at keeping Hodan out. Hodan just has a lot of huge, humongous hitboxes that are general that are like, it's hard to box with as a whole if you're trying to go for more melee hits. But once you get more disjoints in there, fighting Hodan becomes a lot more doable. And so having double Clairen is actually a huge deal. It almost makes me wonder if we're going to see Sylv come out from Giga. I know the Hodan is definitely much more preferred in doubles, but the Sylv is always an option if Hodan feels a little uncomfortable. And I feel like it's hard to get more uncomfortable than double Clairen, you know?
Oh, you know what's great about this? Jubilo is a keyboard player.
Oh, no.
But he's gone now. The keyboard menace is gone.
Oh my god, that could have been so disastrous. I didn't even think about that. That could have been so bad. Dude, they'd have to decide it by a coin flip at that point. Or have the two not keyboards play a single set.
Who gets the privilege to play on keyboard?
Well, no. Have your non-keyboard teammate fight the other non-keyboard teammate in singles.
Could land the setups again. Play Rivals online at a major.
We're really gonna hope we don't have that situation. Yeah, and in fact, what's it? I'm gonna mention this. Like, I'm in the back rooms for like the rival seeding server, right? Like I help Menace and SBS and MSB and all of those. We help seed the RCS events as they're coming up, right? And we also have a list of every single keyboard player that we know of, just to make sure that we don't seed them into each other. Because if they ever have to play, it is a nightmare for every single just local event known to man.
Looks like Giga's going to be going with the Hodan here.
I don't know. I do not know if Jubilo is on that list. So I'm gonna double check it right now. You know what? While I'm here, let's see. Might be good to pin a list of active keyboard players. Giga Bowser. The name's still Windows in here, that's funny. Menace 13, Protagify, Fruit Loops, Halite, Curse Crusader, Gushcraft, Skinner, Games of Flames, Innotaku, Ambi, Civic, Bowler, Shrug, Nox, Dakota, Thinking, Special, Johnny, /Awareor. Not Jubilo. Let's go. I'm reporting it right now. Jubilo is a keyboard player. Add to keyboard list, please. All right, we did that live on stream.
Yep.
Look at me go.
Good
Woo!
job, Sparks.
Thank you.
For the good of the community.
I worked really hard. I hope Twitch chat's proud of me.
Let's see. Let's go, Halite.
Oh, man. Listen, all I'm saying is one less keyboard conflict in tournament, the world's better off for it. The world's also better off with keyboard, but let's keep that between us. Anyway.
So, look at these dippers coming out immediately. Or shall I say, ionized tipped.
Wow.
Oh, but the Plasma Echo coming in and taking Giga away. Oh no. Well, we're already bound to see a different flavor of match here.
Yeah.
This is...
I think it is going to be a lot harder than usual for Giga to apply his usual aggression. Just because, again, disjoints are not Hodan's friends. And Clairen is the disjoint queen, so it is how it is. Oh, all right.
That's 2 empowered fists to take him
Gonna
out.
sneak that forward air, and I think the Sweat Spirit actually ended up saving Akashi there. Very appreciated for sure. Yeah, I mean, you compare this.
Oh, no.
You can kind of already see it. You compare this set compared to like Zeebee Bagel, for example. Like Giga and Akashi had no issues just going in on Bagel, right? And like the stocks are flying off the shelf. This has been a pretty modest double set so far. Like
they're just naturally defensive characters, and Hodan can get in as easily.
All right, Hodan killed Absa pretty well though, gotta say. Good job on that one, Giga. Next time, kill your opponent.
Well, here's the thing. Giga has now killed every single character this game. That's an accomplishment.
True, true. I mean, hey, it's the monkey that wants problems always. That's
The monkey's paw curls. Not sure if I agree with that jab there. Probably should have just waited for him to come back. Give him a little up strong. Give him a little ionized tip up there.
Oh man, these Clairens are not ready for the Akashi line, I'm telling you that much. Yeah, I think Akashi is the one really putting in work this time around. Like even
Giga's to 224.
Giga's been surviving, but Giga's also just been going through a whole whirlpool of emotions right now.
What the heck?
Oh man, this is funny.
It's funny, I've been talking like how the Clairens have been doing a good job, but they're stock down.
Yeah.
3 stocks down.
Yeah. I mean, the stocks just didn't come for them, is the issue. And now you gotta deal with the very consistent Giga and Akashi. Yo. That was gross. That was absolutely disgusting. Alright. I'm setting back up Twitch chat. How you doing, chat? You got a box recently, so you can use that if there's conflict. Love that for you, Bio.
Can't wait to see you, Riptide.
Oh, man.
Oh,
And there's definitely been some
Ranno
more...
switch.
Ooh, okay. I respect it. I think if there is a character where you need to get more stuff done...
It's Dacus the character.
Yep.
But now I'll change the dynamics of what stage they'll pick now. I think somewhere small.
See,
No.
this is the issue.
What are you doing?
This is this is a hard team to counterpick because on one hand you have the explosiveness from Giga, and on the other hand you have the very like subtle and meticulous play from Akashi.
I do not want to be reminded of this stage.
Ooh, baby, here we go. In case y'all forgot, here is Doubles Forest Floor in all its camera glory.
I remember the original Forest Floor. I've timed people out here before.
It sure was a stage you can time people out on. Shoutouts to, I think it was Heatwave 2 where Dunk picked the stage to beat MSB. That was a time.
It's got really small blast zones too, so regardless of how large it is, with doubles, you're gonna be pumping in stocks like that.
Oh, that was so sick! Holy! Okay, I see you two. Oh yeah, that kind of just shut everything up. I'm still shocked.
I'm just tired, Sparks.
The backwards forward smash into the Ranno up smash. Wild. All right, but the down smash gonna kill Akashi there. I think it was down smash. I don't actually know.
They're actually doing a really good job this game.
Yeah, no.
It is technically even.
It is. Adam's stocks have not been held on super well. And there goes the Ranno. It's no longer even.
Oh, but the plasma echo.
Gonna seal out. Clairen's already dead. Yeah, you absolutely take that stock there. All right, back air from Clairen. Good DI from Giga. Gonna make sure they stay alive.
I like what Akashi was doing there.
Okay, Ranno's very dead.
What are you doing? Whoa.
All right. No, you know what? I respect it.
Big scoops.
Because it's kind of a funny thing. If you up smash someone, did you just taunt? That was a taunt in the middle of that combo. And then the combo just continued from there. All right. Well...
Genesis Hodan, everybody.
I'm not even sure what I'm watching anymore, I'm gonna be honest. This team confounds me. I mean, they do some pretty cool stuff when Adam isn't throwing it by taunting. I'm gonna be honest.
He's just here for a good time.
Just here for a good time.
Oh, monkey flip into the monkey spin. Wait, that wasn't what I called the monkey spin. Can I just call it a monkey ball? I'd love to call it a monkey ball.
You know, I'm so down to call it a monkey ball, actually.
That was a super monkey ball.
That was a super monkey ball. Yeah, no, this works. Wait, this is genius. Wait. How has no one thought of this?
Dude.
This feels like this should have been so obvious. You have the monkey ball for the normal up B, and then the super monkey ball for the empowered up B. How has no one thought of this?
I'm an innovator. What can I say?
Oh my god. Thank you for saving all of us from our lack of culture. My god. All right, let's go.
All I know is I'm going to be playing monkey ball in the hotel room tonight. Let's go!
Let's go! Oh my god. Alright, that was
let's
sick.
go!
You earned that taunt, but your teammate's still off stage.
Put that monkey ball to come back to the stage. What are you doing? No towels, please.
Okay. Oh no. Alright. Good luck, Snake. Let's see if Ranno can put in some work.
But the intangibility off of side B.
Why does that move have iframes? No one will know. We should give Eliana up tilt iframes. I think it would be very cool. I can't think of any reason why or any comparison why, but I just think it would be really, really fun for the whole family.
I'm sorry, Eliana's an R18 character. I'm gonna have to ask you to know.
What? Huh?
Those combos are dirty. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to
I
ask you
don't
to
deny
leave.
that part, but whoa! I didn't realize I was doing that to people with Missile Nair. Please kill him. I don't want to stop talking. Thank you.
All right, that is 3 games. We can now move on from this topic.
All right. Good stuff to Snake and Adam. They did some cool stuff that set, I won't lie. But cool stuff doesn't win you the game all the time, unfortunately. It is an unjust world. Oh, man. All right, so that means I think we're moving down to winner semis.
Loser semis?
Yep, where Giga and Akashi are going to be fighting Lucius and MSB.
I haven't seen them play at this tournament. Let's see what they have.
I think this is our first time seeing them on the mainstream, so this is going to be exciting.
They've been playing it on the side stream, that's for sure. Ranno, Kragg. That's a combination. Kragg is just a really good doubles character in general. You could probably fit him on any team and it would work. Whereas Ranno's just generally a good character. But I don't know how he performs in doubles. I mean, we saw how he performed in the last set.
All right. Oh boy. Yeah, y'all are gonna have to bear with us, chat. We are definitely getting hungry.
We are tired, hungry, and mapleless. All the maples are out of bracket. I'm dying.
Oh, boo-hoo. Listen, you'll find a way. I believe in you. Oh boy. Hope y'all are doing well, chat. Let me tune back in. Sorry, I've had to close chat on my phone just to do important things like let SBS know the let SBS acknowledge the existence of another keyboard player. Very important duties. While we're here and while we're just waiting, getting things set up, I just want to shout out this event, man. Like this is not me. Oh yeah, I'm commentating for the event I'm working for. Woohoo! And like no, like genuinely, shout outs to Hitfall. Like I still can't get over how cool it is that there's a grassroots event like this that like just started up pretty recently, all things considered. That gets to be an official RCS event, and I'm so supportive of that. Like I am so supportive that the RCS is reaching out to more of the Rivals grown events, because every single time when it's like Rivals and run by Rivals TOs, you know, people from the Rivals community, people who care about Rivals. Every single time, it turns out awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely.
It's because we don't have Smash players running tournaments.
There's that, but there's also the fact that like you get people who like dedicate time, say, okay, yep, we have this time for singles and this time for all of our top 16 sets that you want to see. Which, by the way, we do have all of top 16 on Sunday. So just huge shout out to this event. That's the reason I'm out here, because I want to support events like this.
Oh, hang on. It's the MSB Ollie.
The rat.
The rat. Hang on. It doesn't have a consonant in front of it. A rat.
Rat. We're the rats.
He is the rat that makes all the rules. We've been seeing a lot of MSB's Ollie recently.
Yes.
He's been developing this character.
Like, okay, I'll put it like this. MSB has had a lot of secondaries over the years. We've seen the Clairen, we've seen the Ori, we've seen the Ranno, we've seen even some out there ones like Sylv. I think there was even a Maypul for a time. There's been a lot of MSB secondaries, but none of them have ever really stuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, none of them ever really found that much success, and it pretty much immediately ended up swapping back to Kragg. Olympia has been sticking around. MSB has really found his footing with this character, and it's been complementing his Kragg in a way that's really been working.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I want to take this small tangent to say that in Olympia's character icon in the bottom right, it looks like she's holding a glass of water.
sure?
It looks like it. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Sorry for that small tangent.
Okay. I
is.
had to look a little closely. I don't see it. I'm gonna be honest.
You don't see it?
I don't see it.
It's like a glass of water with a straw.
Yeah, no.
No?
No. You lost me even more with the straw.
It's like the little fist. What's supposed to be the fist? It's been cropped.
Both of these teams are at last stock right now. Giga and MSB are pretty close to losing theirs. However, the Rat is going to recover with his fancy new tech that MSB has been labbing out.
And the Rat is also significantly heavy.
But the Rat's dead.
The
Rat is heavy, but the Rat has a bad recovery. That's the one downside.
But the Ranno... I like that bear.
Oh, okay.
Lucius is going to want to seal the stock here real quick here.
Yeah, I mean, I will... Okay, I was going to say, if there's any characters that's definitely good to have in a 2v1, definitely Ranno, but...
Ranno can just combo both characters, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Turns out it's pretty nice when you have a bunch of long-lasting moves that have massive hitboxes and also just really strong and not that laggy.
Can't wait for Rivals 2.
Can't wait for Rivals 2. All right, you have one person vouching you in chat about the water bottle fun fact. I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
You don't see it? Obviously, black on black, probably not. But on a brighter stage, you might be able to see it. Like this one.
Okay.
Just a small pixelated glass of water. But MSB using that Ollie recovery tech. This is a very bouncy Rat.
It is. I mean, it's this is MSB.
The bear almost killed off the side.
This is MSB we're talking about. The astronaut will never go away. Oh, gets caught by the Akashi line.
The mental stack coming in there.
Oh my god. But the save from Akashi. That was nuts.
Ah, that huge hitbox from that Ollie up strong coming in. You know, I think the buffs that they put on Ollie's down strong are a little bit much.
A little bit much?
A little bit much.
That move's pretty crazy now. I'm not going to lie.
There's a lot of things in this patch that they probably did a bit too much. It was a good idea. Like, the mind changes. Fine idea. But it should have gone halfway.
Halfway.
Like, instead of any melee attack removing mine, give it, like, HP, like the old Sylvanos was.
I don't know. I think they can nerf that character a little more, honestly.
Ellie?
Yeah.
Of course they can. Are they going to? No.
Like, we should make it so that if mine doesn't blow up within 5 seconds, it teleports to Ellie and then blows her up. I think that's a great idea.
I think it's a fantastic idea.
I see no issues.
Does that 5 seconds include the arming?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have like 3 seconds to convert off of it. It's crazy.
Yeah. Think fast. I bet chat likes my ideas.
Oh, but you almost saw the... I don't know what it's called. Let me pull up the archives.
Oh my god. Alright, Giga's dead. But
Amethyst...
Akashi is quite healthy right now, and blue team not so much. But Lucius is making it very hard for Akashi to just get around.
Yeah, this is a much more competitive game.
Oh my gosh, that Thunder line almost sniped Lucius though.
They gotta be careful. They are both in Absa kill percent.
Akashi's chucking out the Thunder lines like, please, please. One of you get hit by it, please. All right, good stuff. Good stuff.
It is 3-10 now.
I'm starting to think we won't get our quesadillas. We're still waiting, guys.
I mean, if we want to take shifts, we can do solo commentary for a little bit while we eat.
I honestly would not mind.
Because
we both have to play at 3:30.
We do. You can get yours first if you want to. I can hold the fort.
I mean, are the quesadillas like right there, or is it...
You could probably ask him. He just walked by.
Oh, okay. Yeah, wait, hang on. All right. Quesadillas are on the way.
We're getting lunch. We're getting lunch.
We're getting lunch. All right, anyway. Yeah,
we're going to the Old Smoke Shipping Company freight car. I still don't know what these walls and towers are supposed to be. Is that a Berlin Wall reference? Or no?
I mean, maybe they just turned the rock wall into Berlin Wall. That'd be kind of hype, actually. Wait. Dan, hire me? I've got good ideas. All right. Ooh.
Oh, man. But this does look better than the other Blazing Hideout.
True. Very true. And it's got good music.
You remember old Blazing Hideout?
I do. It's so funny because at the time, like when it was new, and like there was only 5 stages, and like, hey, we got 2 new stages. We got Blazing Hideout and Tower of Heaven. I'm like, wow.
Cool.
These look cool. And then I look back at the old Blazing after seeing the new one. It's like, oh my god. How did I think that looked good?
Pixel art. But that's confirmation bias, right?
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
You see one thing and like, oh, that's cool. But then you get the new thing that's supposed to be an improvement, and you wonder how you ever lived without it. Just like the Kragg sprite update. That's the only character that got a sprite update.
I mean, that's not true. Zetterburn got a loincloth, okay? Do you know how monumental of a task that was? That took years.
Yes.
All right, you can't undersell that.
Okay, sure, but where's Maypul's sprite?
That lion was streaking for years. Okay? We can't just ignore that.
Yeah, sure, now he's fully clothed.
Yeah, he's fully clothed. You don't realize how big of a deal that is?
It's now family-friendly. Zetterburn's a family-friendly character. He has good, honest mids.
Unbelievable. Oh my god. All right, we kind of just memed all over that, but that was sick.
That was a good set. And now, it is 2-1 in Lucius and MSB's favor.
Very true. Very true. Oh my god. I'm fine. All right. The quesadillas are finally here.
We have lunch.
I gotta say, it's been a long time coming. There were many doubters in chat. But we made it. The quesadillas finally arrived. Our stomachs will be sated. T. Richard has finally got his sauce too. Today is a momentous day. We're here at Hitfall, baby. Let's go. All right. Here we go. We're on Swampy Estuary. Lucius just tongued that thing.
The sauce is really good, and please don't say it like that.
I'm sorry. We've been here for like 3 hours, guys. Bear with us.
It's okay. I got one. You get one.
Oh, man. We're losing it. All right. All right, Akashi is down to stock. Giga is also down. Everyone's dying, I guess. You know what? Yeah, let's just make it everyone. Make it everyone. That's good. Good enough. All right, everyone's down to 2 stocks. So far, pretty decent for Akashi and Giga here. I say that Giga's down to stock. I can't read. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I've been pretty impressed with how Lucius and MSB have just been kind of controlling, holding down center stage. Like that's been the main thing, is just controlling center stage. Lucius controlling a lot of space with super jumps, and then Olympia, you know, just being ready to convert off of whatever Lucius's stray hits comes from. Oh no!
What happened?
All right.
I missed the last 2 minutes, and now it's like on the edge of ending.
All right, well, Lucius lost his last stock, but thankfully MSB had 2, so this is still pretty tough for Akashi. You're gonna need a lot more of those lightning legs in order to seal this out. Crystallize gonna interrupt that nair. Not too much comes of it.
Honestly, if I were MSB, I would just pop Crystal, even if Ranno's in there. See, he's just doing it.
Oh, baby. All right. Well, that is going to be a 3-1 from Lucius and MSB. Pretty solid showing for, you know, for a team that we've only ever seen on the side stream. That was good stuff.
Well, we're going to be seeing them some more in the next set.
That's true. Making up for lost time.
Have lunch.
It's quesadilla time, baby. I'm
Dude, the
muting
sauce
this mic.
is really good. Yep. It's just a relief to have food after all this time.
I needed this so bad. You guys have no idea.
Like, all right, up next, we've got Lord Bagel and Zeebee versus Lucius and MSB. We're just going through the loser sets now. I don't think there's anybody left that was not community losers early. So, I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing any character swaps here now that we're up on a higher level here. But before that, we have controller issues to take care of because Bagel is using a PS4 controller. Hopefully we've learned our lesson by now.
We haven't.
I need to get this away from Groudon. I don't want to touch Groudon with my quesadilla hands.
Okay, all right. We've got an update from the TOs. Since we are running behind right now, this losers final set that you're watching right now is going to be the last set that is going to be on the main stream for doubles. But don't fret, because I know you all want to see Grands. So Grands is going to be on the side stream at twitch.tv/KML tournaments. So if you want to make sure you catch Grands of doubles, make sure to go follow that stream while you're at it, because as it turns out, KML is a pretty cool streamer. They stream a lot of MDVA locals, MDVA rivals locals, if you will. So definitely make sure you give them the support. But regardless, we still got losers finals here, and then once losers finals is done, that's going to be it for our commentary block. We'll finally be free. We'll be able to eat quesadillas in peace. And,
I went through my quesadillas pretty darn quickly, Sparks.
You went through yours really quick.
I gave it a big munchin.
Yeah, you were like blazing through it. I mean, I only got the time to eat one, and then we had a special announcement. But yeah, But yeah, otherwise, we are going to be transitioning into rival singles here on the main stream. And we've got Wave A coming up in just a second here. So that's going to be real nice. So make sure you catch that. Make sure you don't miss doubles grands. Again, multi-twitch, it's there. You guys can use it, I believe. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going back to my quesadilla. Goodbye.
Now you only have me. Oh, sorry, I do not have much energy left. But I'm willing to put enough effort for this last stream, and maybe they'll put us on side stream. I don't know. But we do need to start singles, so. Let's see. We got all 5 players on screen. I see 2 cursors moving, 2 cursors moving. That's another. Hey, Sparks. Bio likes your shirt. Don't worry, Bio. I got you. Ah, looks like we didn't get so lucky. Maybe they're doing something with the drivers and the controller angles. It might be. I don't know what these new age controller problems are. But we are seeing all 4 cursors on screen. It is almost time to game.
All right.
Welcome back, Sparks.
I'm back. I have returned after a devoured quesadilla.
It is gaming time.
Our stomachs are fulfilled. Our energy refurbished. We're back, and we're ready to cast this last block of losers finals before we have to say our goodbyes. Oh, baby. All right. I was wondering if we were going to see it today. So I have seen Zeebee play Mollo in doubles. I think it was mostly Mollo at One Day War.
How the heck is this going to work?
Yeah. You'd think that Mollo is just as much of a hazard for your teammate as it is for your... Oh, excuse me. As it is for yourself, right?
Right. Are you saying that they don't use bombs as much?
Not as much. They definitely still use it.
Because Ranno's... Mollo's normals are quite easy to combo from.
Yeah, and honestly, that's mostly what it is. Is essentially just like throwing the bombs in for a bit of an increased bit of an increased offensive spike. I will say Bagel is pretty good at making sure they hit the bombs away from themselves. It doesn't really matter where Bagel hits it. If they hit it back at the Mollo, Zeebee deserves it anyway, so it's fine.
And Nair's really good at hitting away bombs anyway.
Exactly.
Etalus is going to be hitting Nair's all the time.
Exactly. So Bagel's at least able to give himself a little bit of self-assurance there. But it's still more likely to hit the 2 blue targets than it is to hit the red one.
But
you know what I mean?
This is what I was worried about. Ollie's really good against Etalus.
Yeah.
You can just chase him up there with this... with the side... Oh, no.
I'm going to be honest. I'm less worried about the Olympia here. I'm more worried about how Bagel's going to get around this Ranno. That seems a lot scarier to me. Because trying to get around Ranno super jump at the ledge, especially with MSB backing that up, that sounds horrifying, right?
Exactly. Can't recover low, can't recover high. No projectile immunity will save you.
Ooh.
But if there's anything Bagel's good at, it's coming back to stage as Etalus. So.
Very true, very true. Okay, the hammer came out, the Ranno back air just barely snuck its way in.
Boost kick. Do it again. Almost killing Lucius. But Zeebee taking the up B bombs. That move is crazy.
Definitely is.
I want the muzzle flash hitbox back.
I miss it.
I miss it so much.
I miss it.
It was jank, but that's why I loved it so much.
It just felt nice, man. Like, it was so nice. You'd just be able to combo into side B, and now just doing it just feels awkward, you know? Oh, no.
Don't worry, the bomb's still there. No, it's not.
Zeebee has SD'd twice. That's really not what you want to be doing in losers finals.
No.
All right, well, the Mollo was an interesting experiment, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Kragg comes back. Because it feels like the Kragg has just been far more consistent for them. Yeah, I heard a rock sound. I think that means there's Kragg.
He's just going to experiment with it. I can respect it.
Yeah, I respect the experiment. There's nothing wrong with a little chaos, unless the chaos makes you lose. And actually, Mollo happens to do that a lot, so, you know, never mind. Alright, well, you've got your variety of stage choices here. Yeah, I don't think the big blast zones are all as I don't think the big blast zones are very important here because Bagel is getting edge guarded to hell and back. That's the big issue right now, is just the consistency of Bagel's edge guard, or Bagel getting edge guarded rather, is through the roof. So
I just think forest floor with these top platforms with ollies a little scary.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, this stage seems like it would be great for Olympia.
Yes. And Bagel's dead. Oh no!
Oh no! I mean, I guess you have a lot of space to run away from Olympia. Maybe that's what they're thinking. But
I don't think you should run away from Olympia, though.
Yes, you do. Olympia has the slowest base movement speed in the entire game. It's very much something you want to do, is play patient against Olympia. Even in doubles, it's something you can do to some extent.
The munch to take the stock.
Ooh.
I'm going to save this take for after stream. But I think Kragg should be able to interact with Ollie's crystal.
That's a great take you're saving for after stream while we're live on air.
Yeah. You can tell how much of a disconnect I'm in. Oh, man. Oh, 191, that makes sense.
Ooh. Yeah.
Zeebee holding on to that stock for a really long time.
Ooh, boy.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Chase him with the jabs.
Yeah, they haven't really been able to mount up much of an offense on their own, is the sad thing. Like, it would be way scarier to try and edgeguard Bagel if Zeebee could come in and kill you for it, right? Zeebee's only been doing so much. He's been putting up more work on this last stock for sure. Okay.
I mean,
you know what?
This is going great.
Maybe.
I was going to mention it, but yeah, this is going great for them.
Maybe Zeebee is starting to pick it up a little bit. Because game one, it definitely wasn't. It kind of just snuck up on me how much Zeebee was putting in. All right, never mind. I'll take it back. Zeebee, you're doing great. Keep doing that, because that's exactly the adjustment you needed from game one. How about that?
How about that?
Zeeb definitely going to be needing to be taking more of an offensive role here. I think you don't worry as much about the defense. Just do what you can to make sure those stocks go flying off the shelves. And You could do that with Kragg. I think the Mollo could have done it, honestly. I get where they were coming from with the Mollo, but I think the Mollo just wasn't warmed up enough for it. Go double Etalus, I guess. That would be a new one.
Double Etalus. I've seen double Etalus before.
Yeah, I'm expecting the Kragg to stick around here.
This is a solid team comp that's been pushing them through the entire bracket. So I can see them bringing it back. Potentially game 5. But this smaller stage, I can see them trying to smother Bagel out again.
Ooh, man. This smaller state, I honestly don't even know if this is a great counterpick from these guys. Because a lot of, a lot of the biggest strength from both Lucius and MSB is how well they've been able to hold center stage. But man, there's not much of a center stage here.
No, look at that.
You have basically subjected yourself to constantly deal with the Zeebee on this stage. And sure, you'll be able to put Etalus off stage more easily, but the reason you just lost that game too is because Zeebee just ran a train over you. So I don't know that taking yourself to a smaller stage where Zeebee has an easier time hitting you is a good idea.
While you were talking there, Zeebee landed a
yeah,
parry punish.
while I've been talking, I think it's been perfectly illustrated why taking Zeebee to the stage is a bad idea. You finally get your stock on Bagel there, but you are already down 3. See, I'm back in commentary mode. Those quesadillas got me.
The energy is back.
The energy is back. I'm back, baby. Let's go. Ooh.
What's that rock gonna do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh no!
Okay, Lucius finally saving MSB from the Zeebee.
Ooh.
But they are both dangerously close to losing a stock.
Etalus ready to be
Bagel,
dumped.
what are you doing down there? Bagel, what are you doing down there? MSB tried to capitalize off of it, but just barely missed. That could have been disastrous.
The parry needles. You know, that's valid. Parry the needles to get that needed invincibility.
Okay. Hold on. Blue team's kind of making a comeback here. MSB just needs to make sure they stay alive. Look at this team combo right now. Percent's racking up. Oh, okay. Bates makes it back on stage. Rat's still alive. No. Never mind. Nope. Rat's dead. We killed it. We finally killed it. It took many an effort and many a percent, but it was done. And now Lucius is left on their lonesome. And this is hard. I feel like most of Blue Team's explosiveness came from Olympia, right? And I think that's kind of what was clinging them back into that game, was being able to fight back against Zeebee a bit more.
Oh, no.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
Just hit him before we can even get that bubble out. Okay. There was signs of life there. I'm not going to say there wasn't.
Cragg's coming out.
Really?
Kragg gaming.
Okay, I'm honestly surprised. I thought the Olympia was going to stay there. Because, I mean, okay.
He's looking for a change of pace.
I think, yeah. I think the Olympia...
Jules fail again.
I do think the Olympia could have worked, but you would have had to put on, like, Sego levels of punish game in order to make it work, right? To really fight back as hard as you can. And I can understand why MSB doesn't want to do that. So, seeing the Kragg comes out, it's a risky approach, because if you lose this, you're out completely. But maybe just adding a bit more survivability is what you need to handle the Zeebee.
I mean, it's not like the Olympia wasn't working. I think it's
and
genuinely a mental thing.
That's the thing. That's the thing too, is that the Olympia was living for quite some percent. Like, the Olympia was not dying that much. Which is, I really don't think the Olympia was that bad. I think the Olympia was the best shot at them staying in this.
At the same time, if MSB is going to go out, he's going to go out giving it his all, and Kragg is the character that allows him to do that.
Very true. Very true. It's definitely the character that we have come to know MSB for. And it's definitely not one to be slept on by any measures. So... Oh man, this armor. Yep. But,
oh, the rock off the side.
Yeah, no air dodge, no nothing. You're dead to that rock. Oh my gosh, all bearing the rock to recover. What the heck, Zeebee? Yeah, see, this is what I mean. Like, now that you've traded a lot of that Olympia kill power, these stocks are not coming quick enough. And now it means that as Kragg, you're gonna have to step up your punish game way more than usual and take a lot more risks, and you can't do that if you're dead. The survivability's not even really working out. Yeah, I don't agree with this switch, but it might be too late for that. Okay, there goes Ranno. This is a ridiculous task. I mean, it's basically hopeless from here, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know commentary's supposed to be, oh, it's so hype. No, you're dead. You're dead. Pack it up. It's done.
All right, gamers.
It's done. It's done. You're done. Goodbye. All right. Well, that's finally it. It's been it's been over 3.5 minutes of commentary.
3.5 minutes.
We're finally done. Or 3.5 minutes. 3.5 hours.
Hyperbolic. Hyperbolic commentary desk.
It's only been 3.5 minutes, guys. Don't worry about it. No, yeah, we're getting out of here. I know we're behind right now, so we're gonna make this quick. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for Hitfall Doubles, and don't forget, Grand Finals is on the side stream right now. So go to twitch.tv/KML Tournaments. You will find the side stream and all your doubles grands for your viewing pleasure, but we are going to be starting Wave A of singles. There's 2 dumb people that are going to be in it. I don't know who they are, but you're probably going to find 2 dumb people in Wave A of singles. That's going to be it from us. Do you have any closing thoughts you want to have?
Rivals of Aether Gaming.
I'm shocked you didn't say Maypul. Goodbye, everyone.
Oh, Maypul Gaming.
But now, Jake, you are stacking on a ton of damage, and the crowd goes wild. A lot of special being on this zone right now. Very, very nice snipe. Nice double snipe.
Oh! Smoke, and that uses up his invincibility time.
No.
Here's the answer. There's the dunk, and CakeAssault wins.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hitfall. We're not quite going into Wave A quite yet because we've got to finish off a doubles versus some Grand Finals best of 5 action before we get into the real meat and potatoes of the event here.
Yes,
How you feeling
sir.
there, Chujang?
Oh, man. I'm excited. First and foremost, before we get into anything, I got to do a shout out for Sparks that was just up here wearing the Yoda shirt that said, "Fish I must." And with Alaska beneath it. You know, the Alaska shout out is much appreciated. So appreciation right back at Sparks. Words can't describe. I'm so excited for this.
This is really cool.
I love everyone on my screen right now. This is going to be a sick match.
Best of the best going on.
It's going to be a heated match, too.
Honestly, it's a lot of legacy players, too. Like, Cake has been doing it since the game's inception. Zeebee's been doing it for a long time. Bagel's been doing it since the game's inception. And then, like, Cheesy's a little bit of the odd person out. Like, she's been on the rise as of late, catching a lot of great wins. I know she was able to get top 8 at Gommel as well with wins on Penguin in her run there. So
she's just the silly one.
She's great.
She's here to do things.
She's here to play Kragg.
I'm not sure if that last one, it was on stream. So Cake and Julie were the ones to actually knock them into losers. And they're back with a vengeance, trucking through losers, taking names. And there's an especially funny interaction between Julie and Bagel off screen. We had that classic doubles camera, if you know what I'm talking about, where no one saw anything happening, and Julie just had the biggest smile on her face. So Bagel, however, did not.
He's all business.
And you know, that's proof enough that she just plays by feel, you know? It's like if you were asked Mango a question and he can't even answer it for you. He's like, dude, just whatever. I just play. You know, that's the kind of vibe that I get anyways. All right, here we go. So he's opting for Kragg off the bat. We're opting for pausing off the bat.
Yeah, actually, go back. We're checking our controls.
Yeah. Actually, we're just going to roll into singles.
He didn't set a shield button. Okay.
Actually, we're going to go right back into workshop. Actually, everyone's going to switch to keyboard.
Yeah, we got to shut down the game real quick.
Hey, folks.
How do you not set your...
We've been here before. How
do you not set your roll? Come on. Not set block.
Doesn't need it.
Or
skill
parry.
issue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unbind pause maybe. Here we go.
This time, third time's a charm. Yeah, we're getting right into it.
Oh yeah, rocks flying. So I love seeing it. Bagel, especially in so much chaos, is still able to like adequately and competently pull out so many fair armors. It's like, how are you even watching these three? He will continuously armor through stuff that Zeebee throws out.
Man, and the fact that Zeebee was able just to instantaneously isolate Cheesy and perform just a
that was Cheesy. That was Cheesy on a...
Oh my god, I can't see. Yeah, inverse. But I mean, one of the biggest things about doubles is isolating characters when it comes to rivals, because a lot of rivals is about controlling space in doubles. So if you're able just to completely take someone out of the picture, that either creates 2v1 scenarios, or in the case of both the first stocks on the part of Zeebee and Bagel, just instant leads.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's a great series of priorities that one must keep in mind when playing doubles in comparison to singles. In singles, I mean, like, you can literally just go by the single mentality of don't get hit, and that's sufficient. However, in doubles, it's like playing defensively is almost a fault to a certain extent, because your teammate is going to be inevitably taking damage the entire time. Look at that. Confirming into down strong. It happens. It's real.
I mean, when you're down 4 stocks to 2 at this point, you got to start making some plays. Some of these up strongs are going a little bit wild, looking for that up air into the up strong conversion. That would have been clean, but just barely off timing from the part of Zeebee.
Okay.
Bagel catching with the dash, the wave dash back.
Bagel's making the most of this last stock for sure. Oh no.
I mean, only at...
That happens, that happens.
Took 50, able to get the stun. Okay, we're all evened up here, and we've got some heavy boys on the screen here.
Back up on the stage, yep.
Oh, what a parry, but the great SDI into the tech from Zeebee to survive at 123.
Good gracious, I don't know where to put my eyeballs.
There's a lot going on all at once. Solid back air there from Cake in order to get back on. Both players trying to set up for some conversions, but it's Zeebee still holding on.
Damn, Julie does not skip a beat. She saw him go into the left side of the screen and immediately look at that wall jump cancel.
187, and Zeebee is still a threat. The parry is going to do it.
Wow. Listen, man, you know, who can correctly DI 4's down strong.
I mean, it sends at that weird, like, straight up. So DI isn't always the most effective because it's just straight linear.
Suppose
Like,
it's
it
down.
matters, but it doesn't.
It's so like if you ask them, they'd say down, which is an oversimplification.
For
and
sure.
The real scary part is that it's just so easy to mix up. I mean, you're talking about so few startup frames, and then you throw a tiny little dash into it. You barely need to be. You need to be exactly 1 pixel on the other side of them for it to mix.
Yep.
So it's you're doing yourself a disservice by trying to DI the survival DI for a single corner. You just need to hold down because it sends you at a slightly up angle, so you get more of that flat 45 that you're looking for by holding down. It is just really not an end-all be-all, and kind of have to try not to get mixed, especially at that percent. At that percent, yeah, you're 50-50'd right there.
Yeah, just easy run through it.
More
and
rocks to the
dashing
face.
out. Ooh,
Zeebee taking 3 rocks to the face.
The startup down air setup from Bagel was looking pretty all right, but Cake able to make it back on, and man,
Cake is doing damage right now.
That's an early stock loss from Cheesy.
Very.
I mean, getting set behind the 8-ball here is really tough as despite Kragg being able to control a lot of space, as I mentioned a little earlier, and just like establish a lot of that zone.
Yeah, having such an uncontestable ranged option.
Right.
Oh, there you go, saving his bro.
Yeah, Cake is playing like such a support style right now, which is not necessarily super beneficial when you're already at a lead, but Cheesy able to make it up in dividends, fetching 2 stocks.
Right, yeah, Cake is looking so extremely collected. It's like he's holding the leash and Julie's just a mad, rabid dog. Like, I can hardly tell that he's doing something, but he's exactly where he needs to be at all the right times. It's just like kind of a less is more kind of play style. He's not losing stocks.
Yeah. And
he's continuously having favorable trades, and Julie's just kind of going ham. And I don't know if that's exactly what their plan was, but like,
that's what it seems
Cake is just
working.
taking something only if it seems to be handed to him. In the best of ways, of course.
Yeah, it's just purely the finisher type of character, while Cheesy goes in and makes chaos.
Exactly, and like, look, this is another example of what I was talking about with shifting priorities and doubles versus singles. I love that Cake opts to just not edge guard, and it's not exactly that he wouldn't be able to get something off that edge guard. It's that like Etalus and Kragg can just chill there, and so he would rather be doing something more productive with his time and trying to 2v1 the other person instead of trying to chase the edge guard that he deserved with that offstage. Oh no!
So the downside of such an idea of like if you're playing super far back or like strictly pickup focused, then your teammate can start bleeding extremely fast. Etalus still going to survive at 134. He's getting
you're saying if you were to prolong your recovery,
right?
Yeah, exactly. Which is why you don't want to do that. I was playing Samus in doubles, and I was like, okay, the amount of time that I spent off stage just. I don't know if you're familiar. You just take forever trying to get back with the stupid bombs. I was like, this has to be the worst doubles partner ever.
Yeah.
And Etalus is that Samus. He will just sit
and wait.
Yeah, he chews on that recovery.
It's like, all right, I'll charge my armor,
and
then hold, and then I'll wall jump, and then I'll hold.
And then I wall attack, and then I go low again, and then I hold.
You just end up like spending a lot of time, which is why I really have been enjoying like when Cake has been on stage for whenever he needs to take time and like let Cheesy like kind of stir the pot a little bit.
Right.
Like he's been applying a lot of pressure via the utility of negative space, even without smoke.
Okay,
You don't really have a lot of time to set smoke as Forsburn in doubles.
Yeah, I never really thought about that. It's a very...
But you are able to utilize, especially in a layout like this, where there's a lot of characters swinging a lot of like meaty hitboxes in midair. Cake can make use of Forsburn's insane initial dash speed and solid disjoint just to threaten a lot of that same space and threaten a lot of these like back air follow-ups for whenever Cheesy like lands something like a nair. And that's always got to be on the mind for both Zeebee and Bagel of where they're getting set up and if they want to risk interacting with Cheesy, as Cake just gets to kind of do whatever he wants behind her.
Right.
It's like it's a neat little dynamic compared to the more chaos-oriented, like I'm going... red team is entirely built on taking trades and sustaining damage and killing you before they kill them.
Yeah.
We are seeing the switch here, though, from Zeebee over to Clairen. Just trying for a different flavor.
Yeah, well, I will maintain hope.
I mean, it's
It's cake. I mean, I get it. You know, it's quite a. How close is it, Denny's? Is he trying to?
Are you a Denny's or an IHOP?
I don't know. I just hope he's not throwing it for Denny's. Someone get this guy some Denny's. I don't want to hear it.
Yo, they're Big Bang breakfast, dude. Oh, trying to force the
that's
safe
scary. That's the other thing. You talk about intimidating. I mean, it's just cake. That OS being on your screen is intimidation enough.
He's a robot.
Yeah.
He's
a robot.
It's automatic, especially for how much coverage he's supplying right now, pushing all of these two. It's a combined ledge trap at this point. What
is happening? Oh, and it was cake, of course. Because Julie.
True, honestly.
Julie's Julian. Right. Yeah, now we got a little smoke coming out. There's just not that much of a point, especially because you're talking about the Etalus matchup. Yeah. At every given point in time that he does favor smoke over, like, putting his sword directly into someone, he's probably just wasting his time. It's a single button click for Etalus, and then negates all of that.
You just don't get a lot of, like, you just don't get the same value for it unless you're exactly recovering, because while Cake is certainly going to use this little pocket of smoke right now, he's out of it just as quickly.
Right. Funny how such an integral part of the character being completely negated like this seems to have very little effect, but I mean,
You make use of a lot of Forsburn's other strengths in doubles. That amazing initial dash where you can then turn it into ledge boosts.
Clean ledge boost that we saw from Zeebee. I mean, he definitely knows Clairen. It's just...
Oh, Zeebee's amazing.
Yeah, it's just that his Kragg is what people are scared of, especially in a double scenario. Yeah. I don't know. I guess Clairen is doubles enough.
Yeah, same type of theory. You're a little bit slower, which is a little bit...
And you're killed. What's really bad is the kill potential, right? Yeah. I mean, everyone complains about that as far as like Clairen mains go, that you just can't get the kills that you're looking for at the times that you want them sometimes. Kills are probably one of the most important aspects of doubles.
And you're going to need to find a lot of them here. Some clean recovery, though. Able to isolate just a little bit. Looking for the edge guard here is Zeebee, just trying to keep them two separated, but now he's in the...
They both bury!
This is just the worst spot you could have been in.
And he's gone.
Yeah. Zeebee going off stage, trying to edge guard Forsburn.
Or sorry, Zeebee with the smile.
The Denny's smile.
They're interchangeable.
Well, I guess that was doubles grand finals.
It was. It certainly was.
3-0 and a handshake.
You have to respect it. It's cake. Like, if you have to... What are we doing? Oh, me. I didn't know. All right.
It's just that easy sometimes.
That's showbiz.
Yeah. That's showbiz, baby.
Man. Yeah, I respect Zeebee. You know, you got to pull out all the stops. You got to see what exactly... Listen, Cake has blood. We have killed him. The games have been taken. It is possible. It's in the cards. And Zeebee's feeling his way around and constantly trying new things. That's kind of what you have to do, you know?
And I will respect Zeebee a lot, especially as we see it in singles and throughout a lot of these brackets as of late. Like, Zeebee has been almost the premier counter picker in the Rivals meta at this point.
Yeah, I don't think anyone really does it with a purpose like him. I know there's some people that like kind of flip-flop between mains.
Right.
But that doesn't feel as resolute. Zeebee is like, this doesn't work, maybe this will work better, therefore I choose what will more likely win.
Yeah.
And
what during this past season, like characters he played in bracket in serious moments, where it's like it's been Kragg, Mollo, Etalus, Clairen, like just things to an extent, but like that's at minimum 3 characters that he has tried to incorporate into sets where he's actually trying to win. Like that's
exactly. Yeah,
I cannot say that about many other players.
I admire that. I definitely admire that. I know that. Dang, who is it? It's a Hodan. Plushie Panic has a ridiculous amount of secondaries that are almost like in leagues with the Hodan. Right. I know that actually another Hodan, Giga, is one of the most formidable.
Sylvanos.
Thank you, dog thing. There you go. Right.
Tree dog.
Yeah, it's swimming around in my brain somewhere. I haven't played Rivals in a while,
I haven't
but
seen the Giga Sylvanos in a